Hi guys, ArchieLuxury here, YouTube extraordinaire and live streamer. Guys, this is the ArchieLuxury channel. My God, we are going to have a big show today. I cannot believe what I'm hearing. And news broke last night, and I was very cynical. I'm thinking, oh, hang on a minute, Arch. I don't want this to become another crappy luxury where I announce something that hasn't been fact checked. But the news has broken, and I gotta be I gotta be totally honest with you. Can you come on my stream and say something? Broadcasting now. I've just sent a link to Paul Thorpe. See if we can get Thorpe on here. My God, it is looking bad. It is looking absolutely terrible. Okay, it's terrible. It's beyond terrible. Basically, what's happened is Timepiece Gentleman has come clean and said he lost $2 million. $2 million worth of consignment stock. Yeah. Fuck! And I've been there. I've been there myself. Don't worry. When I say I've been there, I've had bad happen to me. I was just trying to get Paul Thorpe on. He said it's a bit, he's in bed. Sorry, mate. That's okay, Paul Thorpe. That's okay. Paul Thorpe's okay. He's my good friend there. Timepiece Gentleman, who are we talking about? What are we talking about? Let's bring up the pic and let's have a talk here and see what. Okay, we're talking about this particular gentleman, Anthony Farah. Fuck. What's happened is, this is what's come out. This is what's come out. This is what has come out, and I gotta be honest with you, it's beyond toxic. Absolutely beyond toxic. This is so fucking terrible. It is so bad. It is so fucking awful. It gives me no pleasure in announcing this. It gives me no pleasure whatsoever to come out and tell you this story here. It doesn't give me. I want it to be. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to be proved wrong. Okay, I really did. I wanted him. At the back of my mind, I wanted him to be successful. I wanted him to pull forward, but it's very sad today what has happened. What has happened is really quite a travesty. Let's have a look and see what's come up here. Let's have a look here. This is from Timepiece Gentleman. It comes with a heavy heart to have to send this message, but I can no longer live behind the lies and my mistakes. In this mass text message to each person involved, and it's not an easy message to send, nor will it be an easy message for you to read. I wanted to reach out to you first and explain the situation before you read about it online or on social media. You may or may not be aware that several months ago, I lost my Richard Mille due to being out at a bar, drinking and acting careless. What you would not have known is that one watch was not the only one lost. My bag that I misplaced contained about $2 million in inventory. $2 million in inventory. Just say that again. $2 million. Majority of which was on consignment with clients like you. I kept this hidden because I thought I could dig myself out of this hole. Up until now, I wasn't aware that I was the problem. Over the last year, I've let my demons get the best of me. I'm an alcoholic. I have a gambling problem. I have a spending problem. I let a little success and a little money go to my head. I think I'm invisible and the rules don't apply to me. I would not listen to people when they tried to help me. I think I know. I think I knew. He's a little sick. He did a little mistake there. Everything. Over the last 24 hours, I've finally realized I was wrong. I'm my own worst enemy and I need help. I have betrayed your trust and I owe you money. Have never been willing to reach out and ask for help, and that is what got me to the situation I'm facing today. Over the last year, okay, guys, over the last year, I've let the demons, gambling problem, blah, blah. I sincerely understand. What does he say here? I understand the feelings or thoughts you may be going through your head right now. The only thing I have to say is I'm sincerely apologize for doing. When I made that mistake, I did not admit it, and I kept trying to recover it up by selling more inventory to pay people slowly. Today, I finally realized I'm only creating a bigger hole. Until I put a stop to it and admit my fault, it's just going to get worse. Today, I want to admit to you that I owe you money for a piece or more you have had on consignment with me, but at this current moment, I do not have the money to repay it. I am not going to run and hide like a coward. I'm not going to file bankruptcy and screw anyone over. I will pay you in full what I owe. If I could ask you one favor, that would be to give me time to call each and every one of you to personally to every one of you and talk to you personally before making any decision or putting this message or situation out online. I understand everyone is going to immediately want to call me and get answers or quick resolutions. Please give me time to reach out to you and start the process of fixing the mess I'm in. Again, I apologize sincerely from the bottom of my heart, and I understand this has ruined all your trust you had in me. I will call you and we can talk, and I will do my best to fix. My first step in starting this clearing of my head, I'm on my way to an AA meeting for the next couple of hours. Please give me time to reach out to you. Anthony Farah. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. What do you say? What do you say? I think it's fucked. It's beyond fucked. Okay, there's fucked, and then there's fucked, and then there's completely fucked. My God, I don't know what to say. See you later, Josh. Love you. Just got my son going to school. Holy. Now, this is allegedly what's happened, okay? Please, I want to be very careful with this because this is allegedly what has happened. I haven't spoken to Anthony. Anthony Farah was my good book. He kind of used me years ago, and I really, how do I put it? I really, didn't feel that warmth. Okay, that's the honest answer. Please, you've got to understand. It's just a disaster. Absolute. I mean, I honestly don't know what to say, really. It's just so bad. This situation that he's created is so bad. It's such a disaster. So we're going to talk about strategies. What would you do if you were in this mess? How would you fix it? What would you do? And that's going to be a tricky thing. What would I do if it was me? If it was me in that mess there, okay. I think its first step is it's good to have come clean. So That's what I would be saying. I would be, what would I be doing? I got to be honest with you. I would be saying, right, let's get rid of any leased vehicles, anything excessive. Get them out. Sold, returned, get out of that commitment. Okay? That's what I would be doing. I would be doing that. It is really, really, really bad situation. It's a terrible situation that he's in. $2 million US hole. Fuck that. That's pretty difficult to get out of that shit. That is very, very difficult to get out of that shit. I've got to be honest with you. I think he's had a few major disasters. Shit. Marco at Grand Caliber doesn't want anything to do with him, would he? He can't go back to that partnership. Ooh, no. See, this is the thing. He was working good as a team. Tell you what, I wouldn't be going to Nick and Sam's anymore. AD never calling $5. How many dicks need to be sucked for TPG to pay the money back to make the victims whole? This is like Wizard 2,000 points. Yes, it's very, very, it's very, very tough. It's really tough. It's really tough. What can I say, guys? I got to be totally honest with you. This is shit news for the whole industry. The whole industry, I'll be honest with you, we're in a very tough, the watch market is not doing as super comfy as you think it is. Okay, let me say this to you. It's pretty shit. The watch market is very shit. Watch sales have fallen. I'm not saying it's over. No, I didn't say that. Didn't say the watch market's it's over. It's just very tough. Okay? It is very tough. How do you claw back? How do you claw back from this? I tell you what, AD never calling. It's very tough. $2 million hole. See, most people, that's a lifetime of work, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about it this way. We got another super chat. Art Vandelay, $2. Archie, I understand. Speaking of understanding, we've got the Bear Clooney. Hello, Mr. Clooney. Holy fuck, Bear Clooney.
Hey, Archie, how you doing, man?
Hey, yesterday we just a quick apology. We ended the stream early by mistake. One of the panelists ended the stream early. I'm not going to name who it was, but
Must be JJ. I think it was JJ. That's my theory, and I stick by it. I stick by JJ did it. JJ did it. Wonderful super chat from Godfather of Horology Dungeon and a great supporter of our community, Bondage and Discipline.
Bondage and Discipline, $20. There's only one thing that can save the watch world from this debauchery. The OG Pontiff.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that statement, Bondage. No argument on that. Let's hope he finds in himself new motivation and new interest and engagement
Now,
to lead us into new victories.
Do you think this is real? This is alleged. At this stage, this is alleged. Is it real or it's not?
Super chat from Mr. Valju, $5, and then we'll talk, boss. And then we'll talk.
Mr. Valju, $5. A complete reboot. $2 million in the hole. File bankruptcy. Make yourself invisible. Your name is tarnished. Do business with a partner and their new name.
I think that's the only realistic approach to this. I agree with Mr. Valju, based on everything that happened so far.
Let me just say this.
From this, our this, my this, your this, our this, only this, that this we love and respect, that this we care about, that this our dear friend.
Dis Horez dis, 6 shekels. I'm the operator with my pocket calculator. Beep, beep, bop.
Yes.
Now, I want to say something to you. What does the average American earn?
I don't really care. I want to see first what the fuck are you even talking about? What's going on? What's the topic?
Let me say
What's
this.
going on?
What I am trying to tell you is, right?
First, fill me in. Fill me in.
Save $2 million.
You have
save
almost 200 fucking viewers.
To save $2 million would take you a lifetime.
Why are you mentioning $2 million? Give me the story, boss.
The story. Okay, basically, Timepiece Gentleman has released. What has happened is a thing has come out.
What the fuck did he release, boss?
He's released a statement.
Did you read that?
I've read it in full. I have read it in full. It says, what? Okay, I lost. You may or may not be aware, several months ago, I lost my Richard Mill due to being out at a bar, drinking and acting careless.
Super chat from AD Never Calling. Remember where you are in this context, and we'll continue.
AD Never Calling, $5. In other words, the wizard is breathing a grasping, nasal, smoky sigh of criminal relief right now. Oh!
So, Archie, this is from apparently this is from Timepiece Gentleman.
Timepiece Gentleman. So what he says is, what you may not have known is that the one watch was not the only one lost. My bag was misplaced. That's the Louis Vuitton backpack. My bag was misplaced, containing about $2 million in inventory, the majority of which was on consignment with clients like you. Fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck!
Fucking crazy, man. Crazy. Crazy. Keep going. Keep going. Comment.
And I kept this hidden because I thought I could dig myself out of this hole up until now.
No, you kept that hidden because you fucking... Oh, come on, Archie. Come on, Archie. Misplaced? $2 million? What the fuck is going on, Archie? Keep going, Archibald. Keep going, Archibald.
Art Vanderlei, $2. How many push-ups can you do, Arch? 1, 2. How many push-ups? I can do probably about 100, but I'd be dead.
No, you can't do 100. All kidding aside, how many push-ups can you do, Archibald?
Oh, fuck. How many can I do, or how many do I want to do?
I'll be honest with you, I can do 5 at this point. And one time in my life, I could do over 100, no problem. I can do 5 now.
Yeah,
5. That's it. That's
I'd
it.
probably be about the same.
Okay, do you want to compete? Do you want to compete? You
not
versus me.
No.
Not particularly. Okay,
no, not.
Fair enough, Archie. Fair enough.
He goes, this is where it gets a little bit tricky here. He says, over the years, last year, I've let my demons get the best of me. I'm an alcoholic.
So kind of like Ocean, okay.
I have a gambling problem.
Yeah,
kind of like Wizard. Kind of like Wizard.
We noticed that, to be honest with you, if you watch, and you didn't, but I did. I watched his series. I watched the
Machine Gun Chris has just joined the stream. Machine Gun, what the fuck do you think?
How's it going? I mean, honestly, this is the first I've heard of this, so I honestly couldn't tell you. Like, I know from our dealings with him, we always had really good dealings with him at LB, so I don't... Would you not say this is another PR stunt, maybe?
I don't know, man. We don't know. We don't know.
Let me tell you something. Can I tell you something secret?
Hang on! There are some things we know for fact. Every single employee in his company has left. That's a fact. Undeniable fact. Why? Why did every single employee leave?
Tell me.
Tell me. No, I'm asking
They're not
you
getting
to tell me.
paid.
Well, I mean, or they know something we don't know. Or they know something we don't know. Or they know something we don't know. Are we going to be the apologists? Are we going to equalize this as some kind of, oh, we have a heart, we understand your problems because you are alcoholic and you have a gambling problem, therefore go fuck the people for their money? Are we going to be apologists? Are we going to take a double standards like OC and Tim? Are we going to say this is okay, but Wizard is asshole? No, I say they're both assholes. And you know what? I know when he was doing his show that this guy has a gambling issues. Fuck me dead. He could not play a mini golf and enjoy with his colleagues. He had to bet every shot. Who does that fucking shit, man? Or $100,000 in black or $100,000 in red. Who does
And
that kind of shit?
You know, the fuckwit didn't even realize 0 and 00.
Yeah, I know. See, that's the
how
problem.
fucking
Keep going,
stupid
keep
he.
going.
You understand?
I want to
He
see
didn't.
this. I want to understand this letter. Keep going. I want you to comment on this letter. I want to see what's going on. You stopped it. I have a gambling problem. Keep going, Archibald. Remove the super chat.
Yes, okay, yes, sir. I have
almost 200 viewers, Archie. People want to hear your opinion. You need to make a statement at the end of this, Archie. People are here to hear your opinion.
I tell you honestly, Bear.
No, you don't tell me now. You read this fucking thing.
Okay, so he has a gambling. I'm an alcoholic. I have a gambling problem. I have a spending problem. Remember Darby? He gave the vehicle to Darby. Remember he gave a vehicle to Darby?
Yes.
Giving Rolexes away. Remember giving shit away?
Yes.
I've got to be, he was a marketing genius.
I'm the Iron Sheik today. Yes, Patrick. I'm the Iron Sheik today. Keep going, Archibald.
I got to be totally honest with you, Bear.
Be totally honest with me, Archie.
This is no
But first,
joke.
I want to know the content of this letter. You keep avoiding reading it. Are you trying to protect someone? Are you fucking taking sides? What is going on, Archie? Why are you avoiding to read this?
Okay, over the last 24 hours,
Yes.
It's so bad. It is so bad, Bear. I don't even want to put my mind in that place.
You need to, Archie. You are.
I don't want loser germs. Mr. Valjoux has nailed it. I don't want loser germs. Here we go. Mr. Valjoux, $5. In business, you surround yourself with winners and people with high ethical values. I don't sense TPG fosters a winning business climate. Move on.
Yeah, I agree with Mr. Valjoux. I agree with Mr. Valjoux, but I want to see the content. What is Coach telling us? What is Coach telling us? Coach, what are you telling us, Coach?
What about those people he was training?
What is Coach telling us? I need to understand. I still don't know the content of this.
He's saying he's a loser. He's saying he's a loser. This guy's a loser. He says over the last 24 hours.
Chat and read it for us in comments.
What he says is, over the last 24 hours, I've realized I was wrong. I'm my own worst enemy. I betrayed your trust and I owe you money. This is not the Tammy Baker Show. This is not the Jim and Tammy Baker Show. This is not Praise the Lord Ministries. Do you understand that? Where you can have a full confession.
I want you to think for a second, put yourself in a position of guy who put their watch on consignment with his fuck face. I want you to think that you took your Maserati Daytona and you gave it to him to sell it. And then you receive this letter from Coach. You received this fucking letter from Coach. I want you to read this and imagine yourself in that exact position.
I would
Read
be
it.
fucking. Here we go. So apologies there. So the next, he goes, I've never been willing to reach out and ask for help, and that is what got me to the situation. He needs help. He wants help. He wants help, man. It's a cry for help.
Next page, or is it fucking bullshit to fucking lower the blow? I don't know. You tell me, Ponte. You fucking tell me. It's your fucking Daytona on consignment that's gone. You have no money, Ponte. Keep reading.
He goes, I understand the feelings or thoughts that may be going through your head. So what thoughts would they be? Fuck me dead. I've lost my money. This guy is a fraud. This guy is a charlatan. This guy is no better than the wizard.
Not better than a wizard. Not at all. Not at all. And who were the people that called that first? You and Watch Nicholas. Who are the people that noticed that? Who are people that fucking alerted fucking community on this issue?
Yes.
You tell me, Archie. It was Watch Nicholas and you.
Yes.
Keep going, Archibald. Keep fucking going. Read this fucking guy's shit.
He goes, I have to say is I am sincerely apologize for doing what I did. When I made mistakes, I did not admit it, and I kept trying to cover it up. He's digging in a hole deeper. He was digging a hole deeper by selling more inventory to pay. Slow pay. Slow pay. He wants to do slow pay.
Yeah, the grifters do that shit. They do that shit. That was done by Wizard. That was done by purple hair grifter Tim Wright. And that's obviously done by Timepiece Gentleman. And let's not even mention that Ocean tried the same bullshit. Keep going, you fucking guy.
Okay, today I admit, today I want to admit to you that I owe you money for a piece or more you have on consignment with me. But at this current moment, I do not have the money to repay it. Fuck! What would you say to him, Bear?
Right now, I want you to tell me what's going through your head. You have your Daytona Maserati with him. You are reading this letter just arrived into your mailbox. You put that fucking Daytona for consignment. What's going through your head, Archibald? What is going through your head while you read this fucking thing? What is going through your head, Archibald?
Okay, I'll show you what's going to go through my head, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If it was me, let me show you what I would do. Okay, do you want me to tell you what I would do?
Fuck me, right? I wanna know. I wanna know what you would do.
I'd ring him.
Okay.
Hello, is Anthony there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony, could I please speak to Anthony?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Farah?
Mm-hmm.
He's in an AA meeting. I just want a minute. I could just have a minute with Anthony, if that's okay.
1 minute. That's all you need. 1 minute.
Hey, Anthony, it's Archie. How you going, mate?
Yeah.
Hey, I sorry to disturb you there, mate, but I got this email in, and it seemed to mention that you may have misplaced one of your bags, your backpack. You may have misplaced your backpack, and inadvertently, you may have had a few pieces of consignment stock, which kind of belonged to me.
Ooh. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand you've got a bit of a drinking problem and a gambling problem and a spending problem, and yeah, but you know, Anthony, that's not really my problem.
Right.
I mean, my problem is that I've given you stock in good faith that you
signed the contract.
You no longer have. I mean, it makes me a little bit worried, and I
a little bit
kind
worried.
of Yeah, I know you're working hard to pay it back. I understand, man. But
Ask him how hard is he working. What is he
Have
actually
you-
doing?
got anything you can give me instead? Like
A Lambo.
I'm even happy to take a GP Laureato if you've got one of those.
Desperate time.
Okay, you lost those as well. Okay.
Ooh, fuck.
At least something good came out of the misplaced bag. I always hated those fucking Laureato. I was trying to sell it to Bear actually. You got another call coming in, but hang on a minute. Don't you owe me money? Your sponsor, your AA sponsor wants to talk to you. Okay, well, but Anthony, he's put me on hold, Bear. I'm on hold.
Craziness, Archie. We have a membership super chat from THL, who's been loyal supporter and member for 14 months. Amazing. Thank you, THL. Love Bear and Archie. All the best from Norway. Thank you very much, THL. We love you. Thank you, and thank you for staying late to watch us. So, Mick says $10 super chat.
$10 super chat. Let it rip, Arch. Then we've got Horez 6 shekels. Tell us what you really think, Arch. Duck Timok.
Duck
Hey, we got
boys. Duck Timok. Apologies for a fucking TPG. Apologies for TPG. Sickening. We have over 200 viewers, Archie. 220 viewers. Viewership is going. People want to hear your opinion. Let's please do this right. NATO, $8 super chat.
NATO, that's right there. Hello, humanity. Hello, humanity.
No. That's not Neo. That's Nate O. Nate
Oh,
O,
sorry,
not Neo.
we got Watch Nicholas has just joined the stream. Sorry, whose is this?
I think that's him.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, kind of crazy, right?
Hey, just quickly, hello, humanity. NATO, $8. Call him
dude,
back.
That's not Neo, you fuckface. That's Nate
sorry.
O.
Sorry.
Australian.
Call him back and explode. I'll see if I'll get him on the phone. Okay, well.
How you doing, Nick?
Good, Dis. How are you?
I'm doing great.
What's up,
Nick?
Dis and Nick?
Hey.
Nick,
Hey.
I want to ask you, is this real? Is this thing real
no.
or not real?
Archie, sorry, I was busy. I'm glad I was able to pop on. I think Bear made some really good points, okay? So here's the thing. I think let's start out with, like, we don't know if it's real or not, right? But then if you take a step back, like Bear said, all of his employees left, like, within the last, like, day or two. Like, all of them. One of them, like, one pair of them started a new channel. Another one broke off, like, publicly on his Instagram. And then anybody that's reached out to him, something that's interesting is instead of him denying it, he just gives a no comment, which is kind of like, it's just weird. Like, this isn't a courtroom. You know what I mean? It's a lot of circumstantial stuff that's really weird with the guy. That's all it is. And so who really knows yet? But it's really crazy, like always.
Do you think it might be a PR stunt, Nick?
Oh, of course, it can always be. But then again, it's like he's always buying time trying to get money. So who knows? It's not a good look either way. It's bad for everyone.
No. If it is marketing stunt, it's another big fail. Huge fail.
Horrible
Disaster.
It's
Archie
beyond...
Super Charts, focus, big boy. You have over 250 viewers, man. Focus, Archibald. Super Charts, people watching.
Here we go.
They want
Caruso
opinions, they want
IT.
statements.
Knock, 59 knock. Archie and Bear, we love you guys. Stay focused and do what you are good at. Hugs from us. That's Caruso IT. And we got Marty.
Caruso, mille grazie. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. We love you as well. Thank you.
Here we go. Marty, $5. Thorpe, back TPG. Is he responsible for his loss, just like Tim said Roman was responsible for Wizard? Absolutely not. You can't be held responsible for the actions of another man. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Basically, neither is Roman responsible for Wizard, neither is the Torpy responsible for
In fact,
PPG.
Roman said to Wizard, we want you to give us a full details of the inventory. Tell us who you owe. Tell us exactly. Did Wizard do that? No.
Nope.
Wizards also said he'd come on my show to do updates. Have I had him on? No, he refuses to respond to repeated requests. So, Thorpe back timepiece. Now, let's just take this back a bit, Marty. I mean, that's a bit... Why? Just because you're friends, that doesn't mean you're responsible for their debts. You haven't signed a personal guarantee for eternity. That's like buying a supercar with a lifetime warranty. It doesn't fucking exist, Marty. Watch, Nicholas. Do we think this is real? Is this real? Is it fake? What do we know? Tell me. I'm concerned. Is this real or not real?
I don't know if it's real or not. Okay, I don't know, but I would say that there's so much stuff that, like, again, like, this isn't a courtroom. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to have some, like, it's not like the guy's being put to death on trial or something. And he's done a lot of these weird, like, marketing genius stunts before, and this really falls in line with that. And, like, there's a lot of stuff, like, with the people leaving, with him refusing to comment. He actually deleted his whole YouTube channel a couple hours ago, like, deleted the whole thing. I mean, so, like, you know, I don't know. I can't say if it's real or not, but I can say, like, if somebody asked me, like, would I trust this guy to go do business right now? Like, whether it's real or fake, definitely not. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I have no idea. It's just a lot of weird stuff. And it's always with him.
Okay, so let's just have a look at this. The Anthony Farah YouTube channel. Let's go there now, Bear. Let's go and take a look. Marty, $2. It's a joke, Arch. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Marty. Now let's go. Let's go there now and have a look at his, because we have a look at the Timepiece Gentleman YouTube channel, and it seems to be business as usual.
It's up. It's up. It's still up. Never mind. I scratched that.
Look at that. He's got 86,000 subscribers. The last video was 10 days ago. Look at this. What's going on? He's got how many videos has he got there? He's still got videos up. The videos are up. Look, he's at the casino. Look at the gambling. Bear, look at the gambling. Casino table, Bear.
Super chat.
Now, how do we... What about that girl? Has she left?
Yeah, she left. She started her own channel with her boyfriend.
Okay, we've got Pavel, $5. Did we forget when Thorpe viciously attacked Watch Nicholas for trying to expose this dirtbag? 2 million earlier.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's a long time ago. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all. Look, it's all. It's all.
It doesn't matter. It's a long time ago. Nobody cares. Nobody holds grudges on it.
No, that's exactly right.
But actually, he did. He did.
It's
He did. Actually, he did. Let's not fucking deny the history. Let's not ignore the facts. Yeah, he did. Actually, we both know he did. Yeah, sure. We want to have Torpy occasionally on this channel. We want his support and all that. But facts are facts. He certainly took a very strong position and statement in defending.
I think we've all been fooled by people. You know, I totally agree with you, Bear. I think we've all, like, on some level, I feel like, you know, it's like we've all been fooled by somebody, you know, and it's like it's easy to get fooled from somebody, especially when they're on another continent and he puts out good videos.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say we need to be honest. There's gonna be some integrity. Okay, what's his name? Nicholas. What I'm talking about, Nico now. Nico is a very dear and close friend. He also took a position on vouching, or that's not a good word, on standing up for Timepiece Gentleman, and so did Roman. They all did. It was a part of that YouTube group It was him. It was Nico. It was Torpy, and it was Roman and Timepiece Gentleman. And Timepiece Gentleman was the first one that started the whole concept of day in a life. And okay, so in a big scheme of things, they were the big boys. They were acting like a cool club where Timmy wanted to go. Timmy wanted to be part of, right?
Yeah.
Remember
the camera. Hold the camera. Yeah.
So it was like a time when Timmy was dreaming to be part of the cool club, right? They did invite Archie a couple of times on their live stream, but he never really fit. He never really been part of it. He felt kind of awkward. So yeah, all those things are facts. The first one that actually questioned integrity was Nicholas.
How about I give him a ring now? How about I give him a ring and ask him?
Timepiece Gentleman was Watch Nicholas. Super chat from Ross Rachel Brady.
Our friend.
Our friend Ross Rachel Brady, $5. Is the TPG girl single? No, she's got a boyfriend. That's the worst part.
Yeah. Allegedly a fiance, but I don't know.
Super chat. Super chat. Toyota Mo, medium-sized legend.
Archie, you live? You in the game? You hear us? You playing?
Archie, you're live on YouTube.
Not accept new messages at this time. Please try again later. Goodbye.
I just tried to ring him. His mailbox is full. He's not answering.
Yeah,
Not really a confidence vote. Not really a confidence vote.
Here we go.
No.
Toyota Mo, $5. Do you think he will still offer 2-for-1 tuggies on Tuesdays? Asking for a friend. Okay, let's just work. Can I do some math with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so how much do you charge for a hand job? Say $150 US. How many hand jobs would he need to do at $150? He'd need to do 13,333 hand jobs at $150 to recoup the $2 million.
Yeah, that's a lot of hand jobs. You need some hand lotion.
How many could you do in a day?
Probably.
I don't
know.
10. You could do 10 a day.
Well, let's see. What average time is probably about an hour? So maybe half an hour. I don't know.
No, the clients leave once they complete. They leave. They don't stay around. They say, oh, "Okay, thank you, out of there." They don't stay, Bear. Once they get their relief, they leave.
Okay.
Why would you want to talk to him about what? Watches?
Okay.
Yeah, while he's dropping you off.
What else did he say in that letter? I haven't had a chance to read it. I wanna wrap it up. I wanna wrap it fucking up. I wanna see what else he said. What other bullshit is he selling in that letter? What do we have so far? We have that he admitting has a problem, that he's alcoholic, gambler, and spending problem. He didn't really discover anything for us.
No.
He's claiming that he lost the backpack full of the watches on consignment. He's claiming that he owes $2 million and he cannot pay back. What else is he saying, Archie? What else did you notice?
Let me ask you this. You know, at your establishment, Bear.
I don't know if you're asking, if you heard my question.
What?
Do you mind telling me what else is he saying? Is that all? Did you wrap up that thing? Do you mind?
Well, basically what he's saying is he's sorry. He's got a problem.
Okay.
He's not going to run away like a coward. He said he's not a coward. He's not going to run away and hide. He's not going to file bankruptcy and screw anyone over.
Well, he's not running away yet.
But what he's going to do is, Bear, it's simple what he's going to do. You know what he's going to do? He's going to ask for more credit.
From who?
From the loyal customers who forgive him. You got to give them a second chance. America is full of second chances.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Would you give him a second chance, Archie?
No way in the world. This is not the Tammy Baker. This is not the Jim and Tammy Baker show where you do a bit of confession and it's back to normal.
How do you feel about him marking your car? Remember when he was marking your whatever the fuck was it, Honda, Toyota, whatever piece of crap you had?
I honestly don't feel any animosity towards him.
No.
Okay, because all I can say is you just saw him. He part of the appeal. He's very narcissistic sort of dude, right? Very narcissistic. We got two super chaps. Flip mode 45, $10. This is Fuctus Fucti from the Latin.
Yeah.
Fuctus Fucti.
What's that, Archie? From the Latin what?
From the Latin, to be completely fucked over.
Right.
Fuctus.
Right.
I gotta be honest with you guys. This
Will you
is
be frank and honest? Will you be frank and honest?
Let me ask the panel this. We've got Watch Nicholas and we've also got the Watch Lounge. How difficult is it to get out of a $2 million hole?
That's a whole year old. You're only going uphill.
How long would it take?
I couldn't even imagine.
Toyota Mo, I want to tell you something confidential once I do the super chat. I want to tell you something. Toyota Mo, $5. What does Tony Tugger have in common with the yellow hair grifter? They both pretend to be watch guys and both have no idea what a 7750 is.
Well said, Toyota Mo.
Well said. And I've got the Toyota Mo sign behind me. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to name the dealer, but a dealer actually said to me, he goes, you know what? We sold a day date to Timepiece Gentleman. This was a number of years ago.
Okay.
And fuck, it was hard to get payment out of him. Like he talks the big numbers, Richard Mill, $1 million this, $1 million that. But they were trying to get payment for just a simple day date. And it took ages to get the money.
Interesting.
So I think,
you know what else he was unique in? He didn't just take watches on consignment. He also confiscated watches. He was the authority that had felt that he is in a position to just claim the watch is fake and take it. And then even when he finds out that the watch is not fake, what the fuck, I'll still keep it. He was the authority. He was the sheriff of the watch world. Did you know that, Archie?
no, who told you this?
Well, I watched his channel, Archie. I follow him.
Yes. So you're telling me
The guy came in the store. It was unusual Rolex Daytona. It was a little bit different, you know. He looked at it. He basically assessed it because he's an expert. He knows watches. And he said, this thing is fake and I'm keeping it. Italian guy. He's like, no, it's not fake. It is fake. I'm keeping it. And the guy left. And somehow he took the position and authority that he has right to do that. Citizen arrest in the watch world. Does anyone know what the fuck am I talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched that. I know what you're talking about there.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking crazy.
Now, do you think any of this has anything to do stemming from the whole deal with him and Bob's watches, where he tried to call them out for selling a fake watch too?
Possible.
Because they might be suing him.
They're not. It's not. They might be suing him. They are suing.
They are. Yeah, they are suing him.
And it is a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. People are claiming, well, that's not really. Everyone is an expert, right? But nevertheless, it is the lawsuit, and it is multiple issues and a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
I wouldn't want to be facing a multi-million-dollar lawsuit from Bob's.
No, not a good.
No,
not a good
their lawyers
person.
are. Yeah, I wouldn't want to face their lawyers.
Yeah, Captain Kirk says he essentially kidnapped the watch. He claimed it was fake, but it wasn't. At the end, the watch was not fake. Maybe that watch was also in a backpack and was misplaced. Who knows?
Could he go back to Marco?
I think they're kind
Archie,
of separated now, honestly. I mean, I guess he always could, right? I think they're kind of separate, though.
do you really think?
I don't think
do you
Marco
really
would want
think-
anything to do with him, would he?
No,
I don't think so.
no.
Either. I agree, Archie.
Super chat from
Chat
the
from CB,
Godfather.
the Godfather.
CB, $10. Here we go, $10. Anytime you see someone that seems he lives above his abilities, probably he is living above his abilities. When I saw this dude, it was obvious he had some delusional investors giving him money.
Well, the rumor is that
That's
one
so
of
true.
the rumor, and I really say a rumor. This is not confirmed in any shape or form. This is just something I read in one of the WhatsApp groups. Is that one of his main original investors was a client during his massage days, and he was just a very wealthy married guy from Dallas who enjoyed the homosexual activities. So he probably felt that he wants to help him out. I don't know. These are the rumors, okay? Fact is, there was definitely some weird shit going on in the background. This is not normal. The whole thing was just so weird, so unsustainable, so illogical. And that's probably why we enjoyed watching it, because it was just crazy. Super chat from Peter Smith, 10 British pounds.
Peter Smith, thank you. Thank you so much for your support there. Peter Smith, £10. Whilst most channel owners were blinded by TPG's success, Watch Nicholas was coming out.
No. No, he wasn't coming out. He's still in the
Watching out.
closet. He's still in the closet.
Not having my date with Meech yet. It's not yet. Yeah.
Actually, can you read the super chats properly? We have
Sure.
over 260 people watching. Please.
Whilst most channel owners were blinded by TPG's success, Watch Nicholas was watching out for the community at great personal sacrifice to his own channel and business. People should apologize for attacking Watch Nicholas.
What's your opinion on that, Archibald?
Thank you, Peter. I don't hold a grudge, but thank you, Peter.
I got to be honest with you. I thought you went very heavy-handed after him, but fuck. I think you're probably right. You know,
We have another super chat from Mr. Valju.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Archie is probably right. What do you mean by
he
he's
definitely
probably?
is right. Okay, I'm just sniveling there. He's right. You were right, Watch Nicholas. This guy is fucking out of control.
Would you say Watch Nicholas has a brass balls? Would you say that he's
I
ABC,
would definitely
always
say that.
proposing? Is he a
was
coffee
on the money.
drinker? Does
He
he
was-
drink coffee? Does he have brass balls, and does he drink coffee? That's the question.
Mr. Valju, $5. When TPG went consignment, as many others have, this is bad news. Never do consignment for the legal reasons you've seen demonstrated.
By the way, when Lux is apologizing to you, Watch Nicholas, he says, "I'm sorry, Watch Nicholas."
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. My bad.
When Lux is apologizing, he says, "I'm sorry, Watch Nicholas."
No apologies. Thank you, though, Van Lux. You can't apologize. You can't do apologies. Nah. It's good people see this stuff, though. You know what I mean?
Undertaker is telling us that the purple hair grifter, OC, and the whiskey dick is painting the narrative that Anthony Fair is the victim.
How's he the
fuck? Well, he's a victim, Archie. You know, the tough life, the people pushing alcohol on him and gambling, and people pushing him to buy a lot of expensive shit that he could not afford, and living beyond any reasonable means. And you know, it's a quite a victim thing. Archie is a poor guy from the poor family, and yeah, it's not easy. It's hard. It's fucking hard.
Super chat.
Zilla.
It's actually quite interesting. I've just got a email in from Watch Nicholas. Just hang on. I'll just get the super chat now. Get the super chat. Leadzilla, $2. Watch Nicholas definitely has brass balls, and look at the avatar, a pair of brass balls.
What movie is that from, Archibald?
I don't know. I'm at a loss there.
I don't know.
Look at this
Wall
watch.
Street? What?
Look at this watch.
Glengarry Groth. Glengarry Ross.
ABC, always be closing. You just put that coffee down. Put that coffee down. Super chat from Peter Smith, £5 British.
£5 Here we go. Peter Smith. How many people were affected by the 2 million owed? We're talking a lot of people here. Let's not lose sight. Many lives ruined.
Those are the victims. See? They are the victims, not the fucking grifters. The
Now,
grifter will always fucking protect a grifter. Remember that. The true victims are people that got ripped off by Wizard. The true victims are people that got ripped off by Watch Nicholas.
Here we go. John Swatch, $5. Vindication and validation for Watch Nicholas. That's from John Swatch. And The Godfather, CB, $10. Archie lives in a honorable, honest way. He does not work hard, but he is a lovely individual. So please, super chat our pontiff, please.
Thank you, CB. Thank you very much,
Watch
CB.
Nicholas just sent me this video. Do you want to see this little clip here, Bear? It's just a short clip.
Richard Mill that was stolen from me when I got drunk at a bar in Phoenix, Arizona, back at the Cardone event on March 18th. Well, guess what? That watch is resurfaced and was actually offered to my client that I sold the white Patek to, which is why I'm right here right now with him. And he got offered this watch yesterday and he texted me a picture asking me a value because he was possibly interested in buying it. And immediately I recognized the scratches that were on it. So I booked a flight last night and came out to Scottsdale. I'm here with them. We just went to the jewelry store that has it. I'm not going to release names or anything yet because now it's become a civil matter. So I'm headed to the Phoenix Police Department to follow up with this thing and start this process. But my Richard Mill is back, and I know where it's at. So, and it cannot be sold. So that's good news.
Wow! Wow!
What is the truth?
We have Zeppy.
Zeppy, $5. Why would anyone have all their consignment watches in one place? Who the fuck misplaces 2 million clams? He probably lost it on roulette. Come on now.
Disaster.
And we have Art
Disaster.
Vandelay. Art Vandelay.
Art Vandelay, $10. Watch Nicholas called this guy out ages ago. Who listened?
Who listened, guys? Who listened?
Archie started it. Archie called it out. I think Archie did a pretty good job starting, like, calling him out. And then, you know, I think Timmy kind of, like, made it into this weird hate thing. You know what I mean? And, like, it kind of, like, everybody's like, well, why even go there? We all know he's dead. Like, get dead and gone, you know? It's like, what else can be done? Kind of crazy. Whole thing's just nuts.
Yes. It's
Seeing turn of events. You guys remember the Richard Mill that was stolen from me when I got drunk at
But he doesn't mention that backpack. What about that stuff? What the hell is?
It's just so weird, right? It doesn't. And none of it makes sense. Which just is like, well, I wouldn't buy a watch from him. That's all I know.
Yeah, maybe he should dye his hair purple and start live streaming.
Maybe
for super chats, and maybe you'll get the 2 million back.
I think you should try to get in touch with Carolyn Martin. Maybe she buys him a watch. Maybe she gets him a Tudor 54. Fuck me that.
She bought it. She bought the grifter Tudor 54.
Yeah.
No shit. No
A
shit.
little
Get out of here, Bear.
Oh yeah, a little IRS bullshit, you know.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's okay. Carolyn Martin will regret that. That's for sure. But anyway, this is opportunity for this grifter to maybe get out of the hole. You contact Carolyn Martin and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna be your best friend. Maybe give her a massage or two. Who the fuck knows?" That's the way to get out of the $2 million debt.
Is StreamYard stuck, Archie? I don't see new messages.
I've got to tell you something, Bear. This is
it's moving. It's moving.
Moving.
Okay.
Go ahead, Archie. Go ahead, Archie.
It's no laughing matter. This is serious. If he is 2 million, what do you think he should do? Let's talk about what should he do. I want to hear from the panel. I tell you what, I would. I want to hear it from you, Bear. You're a businessman. You've been in a hole before. What should he do?
He needs to go to prison, man. What the fuck do you think what he should do? He's a criminal. He's a fucking
I mean, what
criminal.
should happen? It's like he should go to jail. Like what he should do, like if I was him, I would get all the watches I have, put them in my suitcase, and run for the border. I'd get to Mexico ASAP. That's what he should do. Should get out of Dodge. You know?
Get out of,
That's what he should do.
jumping on a jet. Jump on a jet, Archie.
Yeah,
Jump on
go
a jet.
somewhere. You want to like I don't know, you declare bankruptcy or something so that you don't have to pay this stuff, and you run. I don't know what else you do. Doesn't look good, man. I mean, I think that disaster. Jail, straight to jail.
Disaster.
Straight to jail.
Yeah.
No, I think maybe you should be a panelist on Grifters, and maybe he'll share the
I'm trying to get him on. Tim's defending it. He's like, he feels bad for him. That's what's crazy. That's what's so interesting to me. Like Bear, like right off the rip, made the point of like how can you defend this? You know, it's like there actually are like that's a lot of money. Like, could you imagine like if you lost a watch and like this guy's talking about that, like how he's a victim and stuff? I mean, I would just want my money. You know what I mean? Like I don't have.
Shit. I'm sorry. I need to interrupt you. I, for some reason, keep saying wrong things. I made a statement that someone can actually clip and use against us. Got ripped off by Watch Nicholas. Nobody got ripped off by Watch Nicholas. I'm clearly talking about Timepiece Gentleman and Wizard. Thank you, Trapper, for noticing that. Well, we're dealing with some nasty people, so we always have to be
Woven official $20. Woven, look at my back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Give him a link, Archie. Get a link going for Woven if you want to jump on.
Dropping the link. Dropping the link.
Jump on,
Okay.
man. We want to hear about
Jump
what's
on.
happening, man. Come on, jump on. Jump on.
Mr. Valjoux.
Woven. Mr. Valjoux, $5. When moving to Dallas, I went to TPG store to visit. In 6 seconds, I knew TPG was bad news. The reality was far worse than I could have ever imagined. Fuck.
Man, oh man, how do these grifters fool people? How does Whiskey Dick fool people? How does Tim Wright fool people? How does fucking TPG fool? Why are people so naive? I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. Why does it happen?
Here we
Archie,
go.
we have
Wolven
Wolven
is
in the
jumping on the
backstage.
stream. Hello, Wolven. How are you?
Good, how are you, Archie? It's Josh Navarro.
Hey, what is happening with Wolven? Tell me what's happening. Tell me what's happening, guys.
Yeah, so I'll be straight to the chase. So we had, when I first started the company, it was me and my brother Andrew.
Yes.
And we, back in the day, wanted to, I'm just going to be honest. It's funny we're on the subject today, but we were wholesaling watches back then, doing this kind of as a side business with construction, and we got pretty successful with the wholesale side. Did that for a few years, and then that's when we heard about Timepiece Gentleman. And to be frank, we saw what they were doing. We're like, we think we can do that and do it better. And so we wanted to get into the space. So when we did that, I partnered up with two of my business partners, with Josh Bell, who's one of my business partners for a couple of years. And at the time, it just made sense. We were a younger company. We wanted to figure how to make a retail presence, go online and kind of do it big on the retail side rather than just wholesale. And we brought up Michael, started the YouTube channel, tried to do that whole thing. Obviously, we're still doing it. And we were successful at it for 2 years. And just to be honest with you, we are really close with the Bells. And for a while there, just the culture between the ownership just was really weird. It always just felt like there was an elephant in the room. And I don't know. We just weren't jiving the way that we used to. Whenever you run a company, it's easier at the beginning because you're just sprinting and trying to make things happen. And then when you need to buckle down and do certain things, there's always just differences of opinion. Yes. And we had 4 owners in a luxury watch store, and so just navigating 4 owners is extremely difficult. And so I had also moved to Frisco recently. Like I moved early February this year. And so whenever I moved up there, a lot of my clients, actually previous to that, a lot of my clients were coming from the Frisco area anyways. That's kind of how I found out about Frisco. We would do a lot of deals up there, go network up there, and meet a lot of clients up there. And so when I moved to Frisco from there, because I found out that there's a lot of opportunity for my kids, there's actually some of the best schools in the world for my two boys.
Sure.
And so I decided to move up there. And Andrew actually moved first before me, my younger brother Andrew, who's still in the business. And he moved up there, told us that he loved it. And so we bought a house and moved up there. And meanwhile, you know, like I said, it's difficult to manage the business. And so I didn't want to have to drive 35, 40 minutes south anymore. I wanted to move the store north. But Michael and Josh weren't quite prepared for that. And there was just differences. And I mean, I'm just being as honest as I can. There was just differences in the way we wanted to do things. And so the idea was presented of why don't we just, they actually brought up the idea of why don't we just start our own thing, take over this store, and you guys do what you guys want to do. And so we decided that that was probably the easiest thing. We actually, because of how large the percentage was ownership wise between me and my brother, the split made sense. We gained a lot of that ownership. One of my biggest regrets is my two younger brothers, Caleb and Christian, who are also in the company, are extremely hard workers. And because of how many owners we had in the company, there was no room to even add them anymore. And so my biggest dream was to build a legacy for my family. And so whenever that idea was presented, it seemed like the idea that made the most sense. And we just kind of ran with that. So people have different questions, and there's a lot of like different rabbit holes we can go into, but just to be straightforward, we just, it actually was pretty easy to do that, because whenever, like for instance, the store itself, whenever we were doing that process, Josh Bell himself signed for it, because the type of lease we had, you went to our store, Archie, and
Yep.
you saw that it's kind of like a work live type location. And
Yes.
so when we tried to, when we did the Wolven, since back then it was such a young company when we first started, we didn't have
Sorry to interrupt. Can we hit some super chats? I'm sorry to interrupt. Archie?
Super chat. Here we go. We got a great super chat in. The first one is from Patel $5. Archie, how would you describe the aroma that veggie jumper? Vegemite or Marmite? Marmite. Marmite. Thank you. And the next super chat, we got Mr. Bell's you $2. Wolven, who got the Rolls Royce? Yes, that's what I want.
that's actually my personal car, so that's with me.
So you got the Rolls. How is that Rolls Royce going, by the way?
It's going really well. I had to do some maintenance throughout since the last time you saw it, but that car doesn't get driven too often, especially now, because my new store is only 3 miles from
Sorry to interrupt. We have a membership super chat from Zeppi, who's been member for 2 months. Sorry, for 5 months.
5 months. Bronze watch bronze member called this long ago, not surprised whatsoever. Bronze watch Nicholas called this long ago, not surprised whatsoever. Tell me this, Wolven, what the fuck do you think is happening with TPG? Tell us the what have you ever had any dealings with him?
I haven't had any dealings with Anthony since. Actually, the only dealing I had is we had a customer who I guess had consigned a piece with us and decided to consign it with Anthony instead for some reason. And so we had to send the watch over to Anthony. I'm trying to remember the whole. It doesn't matter. The point is that we ended up working out where we shipped the watch over to Anthony or something like that, and that's the only interactions I've had with him for almost 2 years.
Oh wow! Hey, Wolven, can I ask you a question? You probably don't know me. I have a small channel. My name's Nicholas, but have you seen this letter that like they don't know? Like, do you think that could be real or false or anything like that? Like, have you seen this thing? Because it's kind of weird.
I mean, I don't. I saw it because I get tagged in Reddit stuff all the time from my customers.
Yeah, of course. I get that.
But I have literally no idea. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have no like actual proof or evidence or anything to comment further on that.
Yeah.
Has his staff all left? Have you heard rumors his staff have all left?
I haven't talked to any of them. It's just been weird because we did our whole like, I don't know. I think that because we never. How do I word it? Because we never went. so whenever the whole blackout happened, we kind of got tossed into that, and it really affected the way people viewed us because we had been on his channel.
Yeah.
So whenever that happened, we decided to just like stay as far away as we could and separate ourselves as a business because we just didn't want to be associated with anything. Like
Yeah.
we just the problem is like the problem is that back then, even though we had never had any negative dealings technically with Anthony, like the what we saw going on is that people were still attacking us for things that he would do personally. And so as a business, we just decided just to stay away, not because we didn't like him, not because of any like factual evidence. It's just we didn't want to be associated because I didn't want to put my trust in him and be on his channel, and then he does something stupid, and then it affects my business. So I just decided to just stay away as far as I could for as long as I could, and that's just what we did.
Smart
That's
move.
probably the most sensible thing to do. Just stay away from that guy. He's just a fucking train wreck.
Yeah, I mean, and as tempting as it was sometimes to be featured on his channel and stuff like that, it's just I think that overall I'm grateful that we decided to just stay away. Although I hate to say it because people get upset at us and say you owe the start of your channel to him, and it's like, yeah, he did put us on the channel. We are grateful for those moments, but
so what? It's just a business thing you did. That was times change, and you can't look backwards there. So tell us this: what's the name of your business then? It's still called Woven?
Oh yeah, so that's the misconception. So the only thing that happened is so that's where I was going with this. So the old store, because at the time it was me and my brother, the way that we had done the business, and when we restructured it, we had to start a new entity. We started the entity since it had no financials. When we signed for that lease, we had to do it personally. And so Josh Bell ended up doing that one just because it worked out that way. And so we had signed a lease for 3 years. We've been there for I think we're on 2 years, almost 3 years. And so they decided to keep that store because it's much closer to them in Waxahachie.
So what do they call that store? What's that called? What's that store called now?
From what I understand, it's Alpha Crown.
Alpha Crown? And your store is called Woven Watches?
Woven Luxury Timepieces. And
whereabouts are you located? Tell me this. You've gone to, so I don't know, America. So they were in Texas, right?
Well,
Dallas?
We're all of us are still in Texas. So Archie, do you remember when you went to Heart 8, the barbecue place?
Yep.
So we are like 2 minutes away from that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Bud the Stud, here we go, $20. You owe the start of your channel to him.
Sure, I'll thank Anthony for putting us on his channel. It did get us some early subscribers, sure.
But I mean, the thing is this: you haven't done much work with him. You're independent. You guys have always been highly ethical, and you run a good ship. There's no problem. How is the watch market? Tell me that, Mr. Woven.
I talked about it earlier. I actually was on earlier today, thinking that was this stream. I'm in Germany now, actually on holiday. Yep. But I was saying so we average usually somewhere around 1.8 to $2 million a month is what we average in sales. That's not profit. That's just sales. Lately we've been doing about 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. And so it's slowed down some, but what we've been doing is doing a lot of volume, and we're doing a lot of trades, and the price points are also a lot lower now. So like back when the market was hot, we were doing a lot larger pieces, and so that was inflating what we were doing monthly. Now that we've grown a little bit, we're not doing as many larger pieces, or if we are, they're a lot cheaper now. So then our gross is lower anyways. Even if we did the same volume, our gross is lower. So
Super chat.
Patel Philippe, $5. AC3. Do you think that watch dealers should be held to some sort of regulatory standard like many other industries? Too many fly-by-nighters, in my opinion. Hard to regulate these things. Often when you get government regulation into things, they fuck things up even more. But I think you've just got to be very careful with who you give consignment stock to. I'd be very careful. You've got to have relationships. This business is all about relationships. Mr. Valju, $5. Wolven, after 6 seconds meeting you, I knew right your team is world class. The positive energy truly shines through. I wish you the best of success. 100% right. I got to say that too. You guys are a really nice bunch, and you're still friends with the other guys. It's not like you guys have ended badly, is it?
Absolutely. No, we're still friends with those guys. Obviously, it's difficult because at the end of the day, any separation, regardless if it's amicable or whatever, it's difficult to navigate. And we're gonna have to. We tried to keep it as nice as possible when it came to splitting assets. What was worth what and what was this, and so. But yes, we're friends with all the guys. We don't wish them any harm or anything. We hope that they succeed. And yeah, I mean, I have no problem telling people that they're good guys and that they could feel confident doing business with them. We hope that they do business with us. Obviously, it's competition, but at the end of the day, they're good guys.
That's the most important thing to hear. That's the most important thing, is that they are good guys and you have a good relationship with them. It's all about relationships. I've got to say this. It's the watch market itself. It is a bit turbulent. Of course it is. It's going through a bit of a adjustment. Their interest rates, the cost of living and things like that there. But it's by no means is it dead. This is the whole thing.
This is the only thing that I have to add to that too, is that my view on this could be really different because we're in Texas. One of the reasons I moved to Texas so I'm originally from California. We moved in 2007. The reason we moved to Texas is because the recession or markets didn't affect Texas as much as they did in California or other states like New York and larger cities. So one thing I will say about Texas is that, especially now that we're in Frisco, Plano, that's one of the largest growing cities in the world right now, actually in the United States right now, sorry. And so with that being said, we obviously, our numbers are skewed compared, and we also have online sales that come from the YouTube channel and the website and all of our clients that we've had before. So our direct actual, like, what I would say in general feelings for the watch market are different. Now, have we felt a drop? Yes, absolutely. But we just don't get affected the same way that maybe other markets do.
Chocolate Wookie, $2. Isn't your new store next to Watches of Switzerland?
Actually, super close. So Watches of Switzerland is considered Legacy West, which is on the west.
Yes.
Hello. In an area called the North.
And we got a super chat from Patel Philippe, $10 Canadian. I don't get this idea that the watch game is dead. David SW made money during the days you could get a Rolex at a discount. People make money in bull and bear markets.
Speaking of bear just dropped off.
Are you guys there? Did you guys lose me too?
No.
For a second.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hey, Josh, can I ask you a question? I heard, I saw one of your recent videos. It was really great. Are you guys opening a new store, or did that already happen? Sorry, that's the thing that's going on? You're opening a new store?
Yeah, so we're opening up a new store. So whenever we split, they kept the old store, so we basically just moved operations to the new store that we signed a lease for in Legacy North.
Okay.
Mr. Wolven, I would love you to come on every week and just discuss watches and the market. If you'd like to do that, we'd love to have you here.
Yeah, I'd love to. That'd be incredible.
And
I want to get on your fridge too, Archie.
Archie?
Yes.
He wants to get on your fridge.
No problems. We can do something. We can certainly do something there. Look, I'd like to my main sponsor is David SW, but I'm glad to have you guys on board as well. You guys are great guys. Let me just say this to you. I'd love to have you come on the stream every week. You just pick a day and you can give us a market update. We'd love to have you. Don't you agree, Bear?
100%.
This is fantastic to have you guys on there. And my US trip, I've got fond memories of meeting you guys. The whole team there, both sides were very cool people. And it was an amazing. Do you still have the Boxster as well, or that's the other guy's Boxster?
Did we hit the super chat before you start your bullshit about cars?
We read it already, Bear. We read it. The Patel Philippe one.
I was hoping you didn't, because I dropped off. Now you want to talk cars. Fuck me, that. Go on.
I was just asking. Whose Boxster is that now?
So my brother Christian has a Cayman. It's just a
Yeah,
base
that's right,
Cayman
Cayman.
that he
That's right.
enjoys. And then
That's a great car.
one of my other employees has a 718 Cayman as well. It's a
Ah,
manual.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So you guys are going well. It's all happening, and fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that. You just was time to separate, and you both guys are doing your own thing. There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
I don't think so. I think it's
What watch are
honestly,
you rocking at the moment? What are you rocking now? What are you rocking?
I'm actually wearing a 5980R.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nautilus Paddock 5980. That's the chronograph.
Chronograph with
59
the brownish or grayish style, I think they call it.
Yes. Patel Philippe, $10. AC3, can you explain to me why anyone would buy a used watch from a company that hasn't been in business for more than 2 years? How many do you predict will be arraigned in a decade if there's an issue? That's a
Good
good
point.
question. I got to be honest with you. I think the watch industry, it attracts a lot of people when very good times happen, and when things get tougher, they leave. And it's like any industry, it has flows and that. How many do you predict will be around in a decade if there's an issue? I think it's probably going to. I think the times we've seen were crazy. We've had some crazy times. They were ridiculously good times. I don't know if that's normal. I think that's a bit artificial. But I got to be honest with you. I think it will probably, the number of people in the decade probably be about the same as what we've got now. There'll be some who come and go, but some people will stay long term. And I think, Wolven, you guys are long termers, aren't you?
We're here for the long haul.
That's fantastic. Fantastic news there. Mr. Valjoux, $5. Dallas Fort Worth is now almost 8 million people. There is a lot of room for the watch market here. Very, very, very true itself there. It's I got to tell you, Bear, Dallas is a lovely part of town, America. Texas is a lovely part of America. Patel Philippe, $10. Bear Clooney once asked for a trusted dealer to do business with. I picked one that has been in business for a decade, and I had done $250,000 of deals with. Outside of real pros, it's buyers beware.
So I did my homework, okay? I basically contacted a person I trusted, which is the Patel Philippe. And then Patel Philippe, who is very integrated in the watch world and is very connected in the watch community, he recommended, his recommendation was sufficient for me. And I never regretted it. Thank you very much, Tanzil.
Thank you, Tanzil. Definitely. Definitely. Very good indeed there. The watch industry itself there. I got to tell you, any big changes? What's happening there? What's the main turnover of pieces there, Mr. Wolven? Tell me, what's the go? Has expectations gone down, or what's happening? What's happening in the market?
What we're seeing the most is a lot of trade-ins. So we have a lot of clients who are trading in a lot of pieces for other pieces they may have not been able to afford before, or that they finally feel has come down to earth. A lot of our clients have actually been collectors for many years. So even before the prices were inflated, so they own the pieces for a good amount of money. So whenever they see that their trade-in goes further now on a particular piece, they're more happy to trade it in. So we've actually been doing a lot of trades. We're also doing we have people who are diversifying, some people who got hurt in the market that bought some heavy pieces even before we were around, and some people who bought cheap pieces when they were heavier, and some of them are trading up to bigger pieces now that are down to reality, and other people are diversifying their big pieces into smaller pieces, hoping that they'll see a better return that way. So people are just kind of I guess feeling out the market and doing what they think is best, and some of them are kind of taking advantage of some of the pieces they've been wanting for a long time.
No worries. Patel Philippe, $5. AC3, it's time to reboot the series Confessions of a Watch Dealer. If you haven't viewed that classic Archie series, it's one of the best for today's landscape. Thank you so much, Patel Philippe. And we've got a super chat from Mr. Valju, $5. The Rolex and Richmond services for all of North America are here in Dallas, Fort Worth. There is a big watchmakers community here too.
Yeah, actually, one of our clients. I don't know if I can say this, but I think I'll be okay. But one of our watchmakers is one of our clients is a watchmaker for a very, very prestigious brand out of Germany, and he does work here in Dallas, actually.
Fantastic. It's Bear. It's fascinating. The Wolven people are fantastic people. Wolven, I've been trying to get in touch with you. We can do some advertising, very cheap deals. We can do all sorts of things. How can I get in touch with you, Mr. Wolven?
I can give you my phone number. I can give you my email. Any of those works. I'd love to be in touch. I actually been meaning to get on here for a while, but since I moved and since we did the split, I've been incredibly busy, but I'm glad to be back on here.
I tell you what, Wolven, in the private chat here, I'll put my personal phone number and you can actually, I'm on WhatsApp. I'd love to stay in touch with you, okay?
Same here.
Okay, I've just dumped that. I'm on WhatsApp. Beautiful. I'll add you now.
I got it too.
I've got to tell you guys something there. You guys are good people. You know, I met you guys. You guys are very, very cool people. And it's important. The big thing is when you're buying watches, I think that the thing you learn the lesson is that you have to deal with people you trust. And some people are just so full of shit. They're full of shit. But I've got to be honest with you. The guys at Wolven have always been, you know, honest, nice guys. And I'm really pleased we met up. That was so cool.
I wish I could have learned more about them, but you were obsessed with Rolls-Royce too much, so you didn't really get to talk about the watches. You were primarily impressed with Rolls-Royce. I'm just fucking with you, Archie. I'm just fucking with you.
I love the guys. That was a fantastic trip.
They treated you right, Archie. They were gentlemen. They were treating you really right. They respected you and your viewers, and that's a big plus for them. Also, they obviously have a great integrity, and I think they will benefit from this partnership with you because obviously you have a very strong support in Dallas, Texas. We know that for a fact.
100% right, Bear. I'm just sending you a hello now.
Super chat from Remarkable and Only One, the shock jock of Archiverse, Real World Curly.
Real World Curly, $20. I want to thank Josh and Andrew Navarro for being generous AC3 fans. Please warm them about the Grifters channel. Josh is welcome.
Archie, you're breaking up. Can you start again? This is important text.
This is from Real World Curly. Real World.
Breaking up.
Real World Curly. I want to thank Josh and Andrew Navarro for being generous AC3 fans. Please warn them about the Grifters channel. Josh is welcome to promote his channel and business on all Alliance channel. Respect for promoting God Gun RTS.
Horrible audio, Archie. Horrible audio. I'm sorry, man.
How can that be horrible?
I don't fucking know. Am I right? Am I hearing him?
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Archie, can you fix
you want me
that
to read it? You want me to read it myself?
Curly. I got to peace out, Archie. I'll try to come back later. Sorry, I'll try to come back soon. Thank you, boy. Good one. Nice.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you very much. I'm gonna just read this once again from Real World Curly. I want to thank Josh and Andrew Navarro for being generous AC3 fans. Please warn them about the Grifters channel. That would be Team Right channel. Josh is welcome to promote his channel and business on all Alliance channels. That would be JJ's channel. That would be Archie's channel, and watch Nicholas' channel. Respect for promoting God Gun RTS. Thank you very much, Wall Curly.
And we
Super
have
chat.
Bud the Stud.
Super chat from Bud the Stud, the man who owns amazing Rolex collection. I am envious of his collection. Walwin, if you buy the Archie background, we will dump all others and be loyal to you, Walwin. That's from Bud the Stud.
And we have Patel Philippe.
Patel Philippe, one and only.
Patel Philippe,
boss, the
$5.
CEO.
Nicholas. Nicholas, my good friend Nicholas. I didn't say that. I never said that. There we go. It's from Patel Philippe.
We're good. We're good with the super chat now.
We cut up, Archie. You can chat. You can chat.
Thank you. I got to tell you something. With this whole TPG thing, it just lets you know you've got to find a dealer you trust with, somebody you can relate to. It's not always, you know, it's not always the best, the cheapest prices that is important. You've got to have credibility. That's the number one thing. And I got to tell you, Wolven, it's been an honor to have you on here. We're really pleased. And we'll get you on every week, okay, man? You just tell me what's good for you, okay?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I need to figure out what time it is actually. I think what time is it U.S. time?
We run the show every night, New York time, 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. New York time. Every day, 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. New York time.
Okay, so that's gonna be 5:30 my time. So I'll still be at the store at that time, but maybe I'll get to show you guys me at the store. That's actually a good time.
We'd love to have you on there, man. That'll be fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
No worries.
By the way, can I ask where are you in Germany? Where are you vacation in Germany?
I'm in Munich.
Oh, Munich is beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. It's been great. A lot of fun. I came with a friend of mine who had an all expenses paid trip with his company, and so he invited me to come with him. So he's one of my childhood best friends, and so we came out here and having a good time.
Have you been on the Autobahn yet, Wolven?
We wanted to really bad. We were trying to actually. So we wanted to do it the right way. We were going to be very basic and rent a Lambo or something, but it's really actually super hard to rent a car like that out here.
How about just a BMW?
Porsche.
We were trying to get a Porsche too. So what we're actually going to do is there's a corporate company called Sixt, I guess, that's out here that's also in America, and so they have a S-Class that we can do. They have a M8, and then they have an AMG GTS 4-door coupe. So we might do one of those. We just wanted to do it right. If we end up not doing it, we might just get whatever. But we just wanted to see if we can get something fun. Obviously,
the other option is just get an Uber X. Get an Uber Black.
I don't think they'll go as fast as we want them to.
No worries there.
Oh, Archie has a call. So how do you find the German cuisine? Are you eating like big sausages and stuff like that?
So everything. It's funny. I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican from my dad's side, and so they do a lot of pork. But here in Germany, they do pork even more than the Mexicans.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
It's 31 flavors of pork.
Yeah, that's.
But I do enjoy the beer and the pretzels. I don't normally eat a lot of carbs, but I've been enjoying some pretzels while I'm out here.
Pretty good beer over there. That's for sure.
Yes,
I got some great German food. I like that pork. They do that pork knuckle and that there. It's fucking amazing.
That's the only one that we haven't tried. Somebody told us we had to try that. I had a few customers reach out to me going, "You got to try the pork knuckle."
It's fattening, but it's fucking delicious.
Super chat from Medium Legend Toyota Mo, please, guys.
Toyota Mo, $5. Every time a punter upvotes, somewhere in the universe, a grifter gets his hair dyed. I got to tell you, the watch.
Punter upvotes, Daddy. Every time a punter upvotes, somewhere in the universe, a grifter gets his hair dyed. Nice.
Tell me this, Wolven. What do you think the best one and done watch is now? If you had to pick a,
Oh,
he's
he's
gone.
gone. He's gone.
I'm just going to ask him something.
Maybe
Yeah.
pick up a phone call. That's a good idea during the show. What was a sales call or something? Will you fuckface?
One of my friends' dad is very sick. He just rang
Okay,
me.
okay.
It's fucking terrible,
Am I
man.
bad? Am I bad?
No, it's a good friend of mine. His dad is not doing.
Can you please maybe I scared him off, Paige. I don't know.
Oh, we have him
Possible.
back.
Oh, he's
We have him
back. He's back.
Sorry.
Woven, how are you? Woven, watch one and done now. What's the best one and done for the punters? If you had to pick a one and done,
What's the price point?
you tell us. What's a good for?
Let's do the first one at
The one and done, the one and done, and you don't have to impress anybody. You don't have to do anything. Just a lovely watch to wear, take on vacation, beat up. Anything I'd say would be a Submariner. It's boring,
Yeah.
but it just works.
Yeah.
What about
I agree.
GMT Pepsi, ceramic GMT Pepsi? What do you think about that one?
It's great, but you can only wear it with so much stuff because of the color choices. It's not necessarily my favorite. I would prefer to stay a little more monochromatic.
Okay, drop this guy. Drop this guy, Archie. I'm done with him. Drop him. Drop him. We're trying to convince Archie to buy the Pepsi, to be very honest with you, because it's one of the watches he never experienced, and we think he should try it.
But we're talking about one and done watches, not one adding to the collection.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
Super chat from the boss and CEO of the ArchieLuxury Limited.
Here we go. Patel Philippe. $5. The best one and done is the Patek Philippe 5327. Everyone cries about water resistance, but remember, Marco wouldn't even take his sub in the water.
Hey, Marco is not the only one. Many people are like that, man. I am one of those fuckers. To be very honest with you, yeah. So, yeah, that's a good point. What's a Patek Philippe 5327? Actually, remind me,
That's the
please.
perpetual calendar, the white gold blue dial. That is just one of the.
But wasn't that sub a Vinny's piece too, though, that he had?
He bought a no
you have
date
a
sub.
strange sound, Machine Gun Chris. Can you repeat? If I couldn't hear you, there are probably some other old people
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I was saying, wasn't that a Vinny's piece though that Marco had, the Vinny sub?
No,
it was a sapphire.
Okay.
No, the modern
ceramic.
version,
It was a ceramic bezel.
40 millimeter super.
And this is the 5327. Tell me this, Wolven, you're wearing a Nautilus that's complete opposite to this end. Would you ever go this end of Patek? You know, the classic perpetual calendar dress watch?
I love dress watches, but I need a bigger piece. So if I had to wear something that was a dress watch, I really like the 5905. Is one of my favorites. It's not a perpetual. Yep. It's a really
it's annual calendar. Beautiful piece, Bart.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. I'd wear that instead because it's a little bit bigger. It's the right size for me. It's like I think it's 42 millimeters.
And what's the watch vibe in Germany, in Munich? What's it like there?
I haven't seen a lot of watches in the wild, and then the prices are higher here than they are in the United States. So
is that right?
Yeah, at least that's what.
Are you going to the BMW factory in Munich? That's in Munich, I think, isn't it?
We went to the museum. I went to the BMW museum today.
Sorry, museum, yes.
Yeah, I went to the BMW museum today. It was lovely. Got to see an i7. They had a beautifully specced out Rolls-Royce Phantom in olive green with a white and green interior. It was lovely. Beautiful car. And then they had obviously...
Sorry to interrupt the car talk, but we have a super chat from Mr. Valjoux.
Mr. Valjoux, we've got a super chat. Let's get this here. Mr. Valjoux, $5. Wolven, if you're hopping down to Venice, let me know. We'll set you with that case of a wine out of the vineyard. Colbell Vineyards.
Oh man, I'd love to make it to Venice, but it's too late in the trip now. But next time, I want to come back. We stayed in Munich because we didn't plan. I didn't know if I was going to come on this trip because we separated, did the separation right before this trip. I didn't even think I was going to make it. I was going to take it off, but we ended up coming anyway. So our plans got a little bit sideswiped what they were before. But when I come next time to Europe, I really want to, and we'll go down to Venice. I want to go visit all sorts of parts of Europe, Italy, and stuff. I've never been up here before. This is my first time.
Super chat from
Got you.
Neo.
Neo, hello humanity. $2 just got here. Is TPG confirmed or rumor? Oh, it's
He posted it himself, but we don't know if it's true or not. But we know that he posted these things himself, so it's coming from the his mouth, you know. So
yeah. It's unfortunately we're not 100% sure, are we, Bear?
Well, everything indicates that it's highly possible, but it's not officially confirmed. No.
No. Very true. It's not 100% confirmed, so we can only do our best. We can only do our best there. We can only try our best, Bear. There's not much more we can do except try the best we can. I've got to tell you something, guys. You guys are having fun in Germany. The vibe, is it a watch city? See heaps of Rolex in the street? What do you see there?
I'm not seeing heaps of actually, well, it's hard to tell because the group that we're here with, the convention, there's a lot of people from the US. I see a lot of Rolex on them, but I'm not seeing a lot on the street.
Oh, okay. And what's the vibe in Europe? Is it positive?
Germany's, I think so. The people that we talk to, they're very friendly. They're very enthusiastic to talk to us in America.
Yeah.
There's a few that are a little standoffish, especially when I tell them I'm from Texas. We had talked to somebody at a store, and he's like, "You're from Texas? You guys have guns and stuff?" And he was really, it seemed like he was afraid and standoffish because I'm from Texas. So, but then once I told him that everything was good and that the news is false, just like the news tries to portray Europe in a negative way sometimes, I told him that they probably do the same thing with America. So,
yes, no, that's exactly it there. We got a super chat coming in fast and furious. Here we go. We got a super chat from CB, $5. Best one and done is day date, white gold, blue dial, 36 or 40, depends on wrist size.
Would you mind bringing it up, Archie? Would you
Yes, of
mind
course,
bringing
Bear.
it up? And by the way, that's not just a CB, that's a godfather. Please, let's acknowledge that every time we mention his honorable initials. Okay, Archibald?
100%. Here we go, Bear. Look at this. How could you not love this sort of piece here, Bear? Look at this. Day date. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Tell me this, Wolven. Day dates, are they proving to be popular? What's happening with day dates in the market there?
Day dates in general do really good in Texas, just to be honest with you. So it's a very classic watch. So Texans really love that watch.
Yes. When they've done well, they buy a statement watch.
Yeah.
We have a super chat from Patel Philippe, who is not just the CEO of this company, but he's also one of the founding members of a thin dress watches. What was the call of the group, Archie?
Society of Thin Dressed Watches, Bear.
Society of the Thin Dress Watches. This gentleman is a hardcore founding member of that group that counts exactly two members, ArchieLuxury and him.
Patel Philippe, $5. Quick question. If dress watches are dead, why do companies like FP Journe and A. Lange and Sun exist? Sounds like a bunch of group thinking, to be honest. I don't think they're dead. Dress watches are never going to be dead.
Dress watches are actually getting more popular from my standpoint.
Ooh, Patel Philippe is getting support for his point of view. I like that. He'll be happy. He'll be happy to hear this.
Very.
Look who is back, Archie. Look who is back. Our dear friend Pine Baron.
Pine Baron, $10. Arch went to Budapest this past weekend for the Formula One race. Wore my 116519 LN. That's a white gold Daytona. Let's bring it up, actually, Bear. Let's bring that Let's bring
Bring
that
it up,
baby.
Archie. Bring it
just
up.
end the super chat. You need to end reading the
1155,
super chat.
Yeah, you need to finish the super chat, big boy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yep.
Big
Yep,
boy.
bringing it up
Big
now. Here we go.
boy. Big boy.
Here we go. Perfect watch for business and casual, easy on the wrist, comfortable, classic. You betcha. Absolute. Look at this. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous watch.
And if you
Gorgeous.
cannot afford the real one, you can always contact Diego for the fake one, guys. Remember, Alibaba Supply. This is a gorgeous watch. I agree, Pine Baron. This is fantastic, and it's one of the rare precious metal watches that is very, very wearable, and you can wear it all the time. All the time, boys. Beautiful choice. And I hope you had a great time in the great city of Budapest, in a beautiful Hungary, where the food is truly amazing and women are really beautiful.
Yes, I like me some goulash.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Paprikash is even better. Paprikash is the
Paprikash.
best. Yeah.
To try that
That's
out.
you need to try it out.
I'm part Hungarian, you know. I'm part Hungarian in my heritage.
Oh, I
So
did not know
need to
that.
try
Very
it.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Archibald, run the show, big boy. We are all
White
looking after
gold
you.
Daytona. Absolutely gorgeous piece here. This is the sort of watch, Wolven, I think you could wear. You could pull this off. White gold. That's classy in Europe. What do you think?
I love that watch. That watch is I love it. I can't wait to see if they're going to bring it out in the new reference too.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful watch. When are you heading back to America, Mr. Wolven?
I head back Saturday. We'll be there Saturday at midnight.
Got you. Got you. And that's fantastic. Nothing you could buy? Anything you could buy, bring back, or too expensive?
I tried. The only thing I looked is I went to a Longasong and they or a Longasong, and they offered me a Zeit Zone 1, or a Longa 1 Zeit Zone, and debating if I buy that for myself because it's obviously not a watch it's not a flippable watch.
Yeah.
But I'll probably leave it for somebody else.
It's a lot of money, isn't it? Really?
The pounds, yeah, the way they convert, I think it's 64,000 pounds. So,
ooh,
yeah, a beautiful watch though. Beautiful, beautiful watch.
How about Rolex? Any Rolex? Is any chance to buy any Rolex over there?
Yeah, I've been to a few. No ADs. They hear what they're telling us is that if you're not a resident here, you're not going to get any watches at any of the ADs. I went to I think it's pronounced Vempe, and the other one. What was the other one? I forget what the other AD was called here. That was in downtown Munich, but they both said the same thing. If you're not a resident, you're not getting anything. And then there's a couple of gray markets here. One I saw was Ashley. The other one was like 1928 or something. And went to go get pricing, and the prices are higher than what they are in America. So there's no point in me buying.
Yeah, 100% right. Could you sell stuff there from America? Could you bring stuff over, or you get?
I was joking. Yeah, I was joking with my buddy who I'm here. I'm like, I might just bring some watches from America and sell them out here because, for instance, I'll give you an example. A full gold root beer, old 2020 card that I would probably sell in my store for 39, maybe 40,000. Here they want $44,000.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah.
Super chat from Patel Philippe, the CEO of ArchieLuxury Limited.
Here we go, Patel Philippe, $5. Here we go, $5. Here we go. Archie, can you please let Powie know he owes me an Eton mess for losing the bet? Thank you. There we go. Powie, you owe Patel Philippe a Eton mess.
All right, guys, my earbuds are dying, so I'm gonna call it a night.
No worries. Thank you so much for coming on,
Josh.
Did you get the ice cream? Did you get the ice cream? I want to know. Did you get the ice cream?
No, they show up every night, same time.
Okay, dude, you gotta get the ice cream. You gotta turn the camera on, and you gotta eat it in front of Archie. You need to do that. That's the pure entertainment. That's what we want.
I gotcha. All right, thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
See ya.
Thank you.
Good
Later.
to talk to you. Bye bye.
Super
There we go.
chat
It's
from
great.
Mr. Valjo.
Mr.
$5 United States dollars, Texas dollars.
Dollars! Here we go, Mr. Valju. Message to my fellow punters. Always remember, it doesn't get serious until it gets to leather. A lunge for me. He means the leather strap.
Yeah, he did super chat that another time. It made me think, because once you start actually going into serious horological pieces, they tend to be dress pieces.
Yes. Yes, good point. Nothing wrong with that, but is there, Bear?
No, I'll tell you what's wrong. What's wrong is what TPG did, Archie. That's what's wrong. Timepiece Gentleman. That's what's wrong. That is what is wrong with this whole fucking watch world. People who scam, people who lie, people who steal, people who make other people miserable because they take advantage of them. That is what's wrong, Archie.
Grifters. Fucking grifters.
Fucking grifters. Exactly.
Hey, can I just ask for super chats? I can ask for super upvotes because we are nearing 100. We want to cross the 100, so please just hit the like button. It's very easy and it helps us a lot.
Thank you. I just did. Thank you for reminding me this. I appreciate that.
100% right. 100% right.
Throughout all night, you're keeping over 200 viewers, Archie. People want to hear the opinion of the pontiff. People.
Speaking of real world, we got real world Curly joining us here. There we go. There,
While
real
you're
world.
waiting for real world Curly, I have a super chat from the CEO himself again.
CEO Patel Philippe, $5. AC3 having lunch on Saturday with a great long-term viewer named Jason M. I offered Bear shrimp fried rice to come see me, but he loves Justin Trudeau.
Oh, fuck.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, what's going on?
How are you?
We've got the Wolven, Mr. Wolven on here. He's
Josh Navarro, of course. I remember Josh Navarro. First of all, thank you when Archie had his comeback stream after his robbery.
Yes,
you and your
Josh
family
supported me so much,
didn't
he?
Yeah, very classy move. And then he came on the dungeon too. I was hoping that he would start coming back on, but I know that these guys are super busy. But very gracious, very class act, family business. Josh, how do you build out a store in 6 days?
No sleep and a very supportive wife.
And amazing, you know what? The amazing cabinets. His father built these cabinets, these display cabinets, Arch.
Yes, sir.
They had to go at 11 o'clock at night to get them out of the store to bring them to their new store. So it's so cool to see a family business like that, especially with the anchor of the family, the father working hard while his son is in Germany eating fucking pretzels.
And pork knuckles.
Pretzels and beer and pork knuckles. Super chat from the Guardian of the Chat. General of the General with our friend Chin the Chin. Pavel and Chin the Chin, two fucking generals. $10, Archie. $10.
Pavel,
Gold member, Pavel. Gold.
Pavel, $10. Why did we get a Carmex version of the fake phone call today, Arch? Your consignment piece is gone.
Yeah,
everybody looking for those Viper eyes, Archie. Everybody wants to see.
Did you see the phone call, Curly? Did you see the phone call?
You know what? I was at the dog park and I was listening, but I didn't see. I was listening.
It was very soft cocky.
But hey, Josh, I just wanted to let you know about a little something. There's another channel right now, of course, that's contrary to Archie's channel. It was Archie's assistant. Okay, I'd like you just to give you a little heads up. You might want to steer clear if you get contacted by Tim Wright or Original OC. They've never been kind to any of the gray market dealers like Archie. And just so you know, I mean, Archie's backstory about, why maybe TPG was put through the grinder a little bit in the Archieverse. That's how TPG always portrayed it. You got to understand, there were many of the punters, and one even super chatted tonight, that were taken advantage by Anthony. Bud the Stud. Archie was very, very instrumental in getting Bud the Stud his money back from Anthony. Who, they sold him a watch, an AP $90,000 watch at that time.
Wow.
And Bud the Stud got the word out. And I know you don't want to get into drama, but Anthony has no problem putting people on blast. And when he put Bud the Stud on blast, he didn't realize that Bud the Stud was a old G member of Archie's channel.
That's right. That's right.
So that's what the conflict always had. There was always a conflict between TPG and Archie, but Archie stood fast, not only for Bud the Stud to make his deal go right, but also there were a few people, we call them punters, Archie's audience. There was a few people that fell for that $2,000 Facebook group. I don't know if you remember that. And when he was supposedly said he was refunding everybody, there was 4 or 5 people in Archie's audience that didn't get a refund. So Archie spoke up for them, because they had no platform to go up against. You got to understand it. And I know you understand at that time, TPG was huge, right? He was the spear of the gray market dealers. And unfortunately, his bad behavior reflected bad on decent gray market dealers such as yourself and Roman and Nico. And all these guys, Roman, Nico, Paul Thorpe, they all appear on what we call the Alliance channels, which is JJ's Watch Hangout. They still come on Archie's channel. The only people that don't come here, I don't know if you had any dealings with them, is O'Sheen O'Malley, Tim Wright, and Original OC. So I just wanted to give you that little heads up. You deserve it. You're a family business. You don't need to deal with people that are going to exploit you for clicks and their own self-gain. So...
Yeah, I mean, we try to stay away from that. I mean, that's why we did. I explained it earlier. Even when Anthony did his thing before, we just decided to distance ourselves, as much as it was tempting at the time when it was all fun and games. And then we just distanced because we're a business, and we, at the end of the day, we have kids we want to feed and wives we got to take care of, and that's all we care to do. We're a family business. We're just trying to earn. We're just trying to earn our keep, basically, and provide the best customer service we can, and take care of our clients, and just be as transparent as we can with them, and that's all we can do.
Super chat from my brother.
Super chat, Mr. Valju. Curly, when you speak in a normal voice, $5, you sound way, way more credible, like the guy I know you are.
Motherfuckers, fucking keep this girl here. What my fucking voice, fucking no. Yeah, that's really appropriate. Thank you, Palway. Jesus Christ. Well, anyways, I want to congratulate you and your brothers. I know that you guys are a tight-knit family. It was nice to see that video with your dad and the build-out and all that. I know you guys have always been very transparent. You got a good name in the industry, and I just want to wish you the best of luck, you and your brother. But please don't do any more videos in the dark room and say, "Hi, this is Josh Navarro." I'm the one that used to tease you on that in your comments all the time, Josh.
Oh, I know. I remember.
Well, anyways,
the dark room makes me look slimmer. Okay, that's why we do it.
Oh,
hey, you got to follow whatever Andrew's doing, my friend. You got to do what Andrew's doing. He's slimming down.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to congratulate you. You always got up on any of the Alliance channels. You want to promote your there's no.
Can you remind everyone, please, Curly, what are the Alliance channels?
The Alliance channels will be JJ. He's based in New York. Heavy hitter. Everybody on his panel are all watch enthusiasts, watch collectors. You got to understand a lot of the strife that Anthony went through is because a lot of people viewed him as a carpetbagger, especially right. Nicholas. Nicholas had his own personal experience about trying to get a watch from them, and it turned out bad. It's not everybody's experience, but you got JJ's Watch Hangout. That's a serious watch channel with serious collectors. JJ's a great guy. Nico appears there. Roman, Paul Thorpe, also Archie here. Same thing, same people. Nico was on the other morning, actually debuted his new headquarters before he even made his video. And
That's right.
and then we got the Watch Nicholas comes on after Archie. That's a platform more of we go over the drama and we go over what people in the Archieverse are talking
We
about.
also call it a freedom live stream, where we are free to express our opinions and what we see in the watch community.
Yeah, there's a few people. Alex is a watch maker. There's a few people that are getting attacked by O'Sheen O'Malley, and we provide a platform and we fight that, and all their misrepresentations and stuff like that. So, any of those channels, anytime you want to promote, show off the store, show off your family. Freedom Channel, we allow everything in there. God-given rights, guns, faith, whatever. So
I appreciate that. Appreciate the invitation. I'd be glad to go on there.
Anytime. Anyway, Josh, thank you very much. I am so glad that finally you're appearing on Archie's channel. We wish it would have happened a lot earlier, because Archie's always wearing your shirts, always representing.
Yes.
So it's a good fit.
Yes,
Show
that's
us
right.
that shirt,
I
big
love
boy. Show us the
Super
shirt,
Chat.
big boy.
Super
Show us the
Chat.
shirt, big boy.
Super Chat. Well, this is it's got the logo, the Wolven logo.
There we go.
And I'm going to turn
Archie,
around.
I heard I need to send you a sweater, Archie.
Josh, you got to understand that Archie has been wearing a collared dress shirt since he's been live streaming. The first time that he started appearing regularly in the T-shirt was with the Wolven T-shirt. So it was a big deal in the Archieverse. But anyways, hey, congrats to you and your family. I wish you nothing but the best. You're always welcome on any of the Alliance platforms, Josh. You're just the kind of person that Archie loves having on any of his Alliance channels. So good luck, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you guys very much. I appreciate the support, guys. It means a lot.
Have a good night, boys. I got to run.
Good night, Curly.
Bye-bye. See you, Dis.
Thank you.
And before I run, I got to run too. It's almost 3 a.m. here. But Archie, I just want to thank you. You were the first person I YouTubed back in the day when I first got into watches. So appreciate your everything you've done. Paved the way for our company, my family, to do what we do today. And so I'm very
I want to thank you for your hospitality. You were cool people. I met you in America, and after the fucking disastrous this tragedy I went through, you were very supportive. You never asked me for nothing. You fucking sent me you sent some support. You were so cool about everything, and I really want to say to you, thank you. So I'm getting better. Look, it's still very painful, as you can understand. But I'll be honest with you. You have to have faith, and family is far more important than material things. So look, it still is very upsetting, but I've built a little collection now. I actually got rid of a piece because my collecting's changing a bit, but I want to say thank you to you. You're a really cool guy. We love you. Please, I would love you to come weekly. Come weekly, talk market wrap, tell us what's new, some funny anecdotes. Man, it'll help. We'll do anything to help you a bit, okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that support. I'll take you up on that. I'll be in touch here soon.
Sir. Thank you.
Gute Nacht.
Thank you all.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Before you leave, Josh, just one super chat for you.
Super chat. Here we go. P Cars 1970, $9.63. Great panel. Good to see Josh on here.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much.
Good night, Josh. Have a good
Have a great time in Germany.
Sleep tight.
Bye. Thank you.
And Toyota Mo, $5 for the record.
Who?
Toyota Mo, medium legend, $5 for the record. That's Archie's first T-shirt since grade school. Well done, Wolven.
Oh shit, that's good. I like that Toyota Mo. That makes sense. Archie.
Yes, sir.
Archie.
Yes, sir.
Where are we going from this point on? What are we gonna do?
Let's get back into the timepiece disaster. I didn't want to say too much when Wolven was here because we want to be positive and promote things. But basically, guys, I want to do a synopsis and just look at this shit. The guy, has he lost the watches or not? I think I got to be honest with you. If it is true, my advice to him would be, I think he's got to declare bankruptcy. I cannot see a way out. I honestly can't. $2 million is fucking untenable. That's a lifetime of money. Most people, as a couple, a wife and a husband, or two guys together in this new world, we accept all sorts of relationships, would be lucky to have $2 million net worth. To lose $2 million, it's not something you could just, I mean, 100,000, 200,000 is one thing, but $2 million is fucking, that's astronomical.
Yeah, if it really happened, Archie, it might not have happened. I think we should be really, really cautious on this to believe his story, because he's a PR fucker. He likes
PR fucker. He's a PR fucker, boys. He's
Yeah.
in many ways a fucker. In many ways a tugger. In many ways, he's a definitely problematic fuck. And drama seems to follow him.
Yes.
Drama seems to follow him.
Exactly right. And I got to tell you something, Bear. It's not funny to the people who have their inventory out there.
Not at all. That's why I said, when you're reading that and you're trying to kind of feel sorry for him, or initially you kind of want to be a good human being and you want to actually say, oh, I understand. No. Think like this. Put yourself in the position of the victim and imagine that you are a hardworking person that got into a situation that you have to sell 1 or 2 watches. And
often, Bear, it's because you've got problems. You need the money for something else.
And you get the advice from this fucking asshole to actually put them on consignment because I can get you more money. I can get you more money that way. Well, in reality, he wants them in consignment because he has no money to pay you for them. And you go, okay, I'll put them on a consignment. And then you receive the email in which he's apologizing because he has a problem. Fuck me dead. You have a bigger problem than he does. His problem is going to be resolved by just declaring a bankruptcy. How are you going to resolve your fucking problem? You had maybe fucking $40,000, $50,000 depending on that sale that you need now to pay your mortgage or pay fucking shit that you have to pay. Who are you going to send your fucking email saying, oh, fuck, I have a problem? Who's going to listen to your fucking problem?
Nobody cares. The bank doesn't care. They want their money.
Exactly. And this is why I have the fucking problem accepting his problems. Super chat from Box and Dogs.
£2, €2.50. How many watches would equal 2 million? Well, it depends what they are.
Well, he deals with really expensive pieces. Like it's usually precious gold, high-end APs, Richard Mille. So figure it out. On average, I would say probably each piece is 100 around. Like let's do average on 100,000. So there you go. It's 20 pieces, probably 15 to 20 pieces.
And look at this nasty comment here. Yuri says, "What idiot uses mortgage money for watches? It's a HELOC. It's a HELOC, and it was free money when it was under 2%. That was free money. And I mean, everybody uses their equity."
Can you remove that comment, that free comment that you give
ridiculous.
too much attention to?
I don't. It's just
yes, you do. Stop responding to the haters.
You know how people buy supercars? Do you know how people buy supercars out of interest?
How?
Against their home. Well, how do you think it's done, Bear?
I don't know. I don't have a supercar.
They use the equity in their home to get the leverage. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that, is there? By the way, can I tell you a story? I want to tell you a story from yesterday. So I've got my Patek Philippe for sale, and I actually had somebody who said they would buy it, Bear.
Okay. Was it TPG? Was it Wizard? Who was it? Grifter? Grifter
I'll
with
just
purple hair? Who
bring it
is
up on the
actually
screen here.
who is
So
jumping on board?
for those of you who don't know, we've got a super chat here from Pork Chop. Hello, Pork Chop. Thank you
I
so
love
much
pork
for
chop.
your
I love
support.
pork chop.
$5 and
Oh, so
my favorite Archieverse AC3 phrases. Fuck me dead, bear, fuckface. I gifted 5 memberships earlier. You missed. Long live the Alliance. Pork
thank
Chop.
you very much, pork chop. I'm sorry we missed it. A little bit of
Sorry,
excitement, a
apologies.
little bit of high tension, a little bit of everything. I really, really appreciate pork chop. You are a true gentleman. You're a true supporter. You're great. I love you, and I genuinely appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is the watch. I've listed it on one of the Facebook groups there. So the watch itself, beautiful. Look at this white.
Wow.
You know what, Bear? I listed it for 2 reasons. Can I tell you the 2 reasons I've listed this watch for sale?
Okay, tell me, please.
I am such a bad salesman. I fall in love with my stock.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to sell it. I just want to fall in love with it. Do you understand? When I see it out there, I
It's
think,
almost like
"Fuck
you're looking at someone else selling it and you want to buy it.
exactly." Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I actually understand the psychology behind it, believe it or not.
And when I have people who are asking me, it makes me excited for what it's like having a girlfriend. Everyone says, "Fuck, she's hot. She's beautiful. How did you get, you know what I mean?" It's like, that's like a nice watch.
Right. I see that. That's a good point. That's a very nice comparison, nice illustration. Yeah.
Now, with this watch itself there, I've put it out there in the marketplace, and I had a bite yesterday, okay?
Okay.
I had 2 bites, okay?
Okay. All right.
Now, I actually told you about one of them, okay?
Yes, that was the one that was delusional fantasies who wanted to trade the Zhezhelakut gold bullshit watch, whatever, fucking moon phase garbage.
Yes, that's correct.
Right.
He he wanted
Bless
to
you.
do a direct swap. Thank you. He wanted to do a direct swap
Mm-hmm.
for a Jaeger-LeCoultre. It just fucking ridiculous. It was a
Ridiculous.
JLC
Totally
ultra thin
ridiculous.
Q1362510. That's the moon phase date. Fucking
Craziness.
ridiculous. Okay, and then the
Craziness.
second sale I had, Bear. I had a second sale. He rang me, and he agreed to buy it.
Okay.
He rang me, and he agreed to buy the watch.
Where is he from?
He was from he's from Australia.
All right, that's promising.
Okay, so he says to me he was from Perth, which is the other side of Australia.
All right.
I said, no problem. How do you want to pay for it? I can do transfer. He said, any chance you can express it? Yes, no problems, no problems. I said, no problem. Once I have cleared funds, I'm happy to ship any way you want.
All
He
right.
goes, yes, of course. Okay, then I rang him and we had a talk. Hi, Archie. I've just discussed with my partner, and she wants me to think through the watch a bit more before I commit to it.
Uh-huh.
Sorry about the inconvenience, and I'll be in touch after some consideration.
That's
Okay,
not
that's
gonna
fair.
happen. No,
Yeah,
no,
well,
that's done. That's not gonna happen. This you understand? That is the way
no,
to
yeah,
say.
but it's fair to say
No,
that.
it's
Like
no, no, Chris,
it's
Chris, Chris.
polite. It's polite.
No, no, no. This is a nasty go fuck yourself. That's a go
Wow.
fuck yourself. I would rather he wrote go fuck yourself than that. I'm serious. I'm not even
Okay.
joking. That's
Okay.
So
nasty.
I've actually just come back to him now. I've just come back to him now and said thanks.
Oh,
I've come back the next day. Have you grown a set of balls, or are you still pussy whipped?
Exactly. You know this. That is done and over. That's not gonna happen. He's not a winner. Winners don't wear Patek, man. This guy is never gonna wear Patek. Never. They actually offer to sell him something different, something shitty, something, I don't know, like whatever the fuck you have there. What about that fucking reverso? That's a perfect watch for him.
Saying, I don't mind if you grow a set of balls.
Oh, gee.
Life will be so much better.
Mm.
There we go.
Very nice.
There we go. It's done. So that's basically what's happened there. What do you think, Bear? What do you think, Bear?
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a lot of tire kickers. I think that's gonna be
Tire kickers.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people pretending they're worthy that watch. They're gonna be talking about it. You know what? If it doesn't happen, doesn't happen. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. You're not gonna cry if you don't sell it.
No. I don't even know if I want to sell it. You know.
Well, for now, leave it on. Leave it on. The plan is, if you do sell it at the right price, and you know what the right price is, then you will.
Facebook it's a difficult place to sell shit. You understand this, don't you?
Of course, it's. Listen, it's you're selling a quite beautiful watch. Actually, that probably is not a bad place. It's just you live in Australia, which is kind of tough market. It's a tough market, Archie. You will have a much easier time selling it in US.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
That's another problem. That is another problem.
America is a big market. Australia, look, we've never really, things have gotten.
Pavel thinks that it's beautifully written. Pavel is very impressed with your writing. The General Pavel thinks you're quite a writer. Oh, look at this is Avatar. That's hilarious. I like that. That's this. That's very cute. I like that Avatar. I like it a lot. So what's going on with Crappie? Archie, what's going on with Crappie?
Actually, Crappie emailed me, Bear. Crappie emailed me.
Holy shit! But that's a big news, Archie. People want to hear that. Can you read to us?
He uses a Proton email address as well. You know, these conspiracy freaks. They
so
use.
What is he telling us? What is he telling us?
He came back to me. Crappie came back to me. This is what he said. I'll tell you exactly what he said. He said, "Hi, Archie."
First, you actually know for fact it is Crappie.
Because this was his email address. I emailed him.
Can I interrupt you too?
Sure.
Yes.
Crappie made an announcement on his channel 3 hours ago.
I was just about to say, what he said to me is, he goes, "Hi, Archie. I just posted a special video that will explain the last several days of YouTube insanity. Thanks, as always, for your support and kind words." And he's used his real name, which I'm not going to reveal.
Of course not. Of course not. So do we know what he said in his video?
I'm just going to say to him, I am so pleased.
Do you know what he said
alive.
in his video?
Okay. So the video was actually a text. It wasn't him speaking.
It wasn't speaking. It was just a document he's produced there, and
he said that this is somebody made a rumor about him dying.
Yes.
That is very vile and nasty, and that he couldn't reply to all of the people who checked up on him because he was too overwhelmed by everything, which is very understandable. Mm-hmm. And he signed the letter by saying, "Now please leave me the fuck alone." The artist previously known as ArchieLuxury.
Now leave me alone. Why is the anger? Why is there anger?
I respect that. I'm happy because I'm going to be honest with you. My friend Patrick Philippe was quite affected by this. He was very touched.
Yeah.
I had a long conversation with him one evening, and he was actually crying. He was emotional. He pretended he's not crying, but I could hear. I could hear. I could hear that he was doing like
Upset.
yeah, he was upset. He was crying. Fuck off. I have to say, I have to tell the truth. Okay, he was crying. He was crying like the biggest pussy I ever fucking heard cry. It was embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. The guy is the biggest pussy ever. But okay, I retract that. I retract that. Can I retract what I just said? Is it okay if I retract? Can I retract calling Patrick? Can I retract calling Patrick pussy?
Sure.
Okay, it's retracted. So I'm happy because he's gonna feel better now. He loves Crappy. They were friends for 4 years. They were genuine friends for 4 years. And you know what? I think now, from all the people, probably Doc's report is the most worried because that was his main competition. That was a channel that was kicking his ass. And this is why Docs consistently talks, he's dead, he's dead. He keeps saying, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead, leave it alone. He is dead. Well, apparently he's not dead. So there we go. There we go. Can you show the statement somehow? Can we see the statement?
Actually, I can bring it up for you. Yes, I can, Bear. I can do that for you. Okay.
Wow, so much happening in this Archieverse. So much happening.
I've got it all ready to go,
alive.
Bear. I don't just do nothing. I actually do work.
The chocolate looks fantastic. What the fuck is the chocolate?
Ooh, where's the chocolate?
Milka.
Yeah, man, oh, Milka. Fuck, I love that. Archie, can you read it? Can you read it for us?
Okay, so this, what he actually says here, is, it's come to my attention that I have passed away, and yet I was the last one to hear this terrible news. The vile rumor about my passing is symbolic of the hate, viciousness, and abject lack of respect that exists on the internet today. This is clearly a prank, however poorly conceived. If the aberrant intended humor was at the root of this travesty, the fallout was obviously much wider, darker, and more injurious than ever even the perpetrator had planned. I reject any musings that imply I played any part in this abomination. It goes against every fiber of my being, as it would in any reasonable person. As the victim of this act, and there is collateral damage, I think I can safely assume that the majority of us find this smacks of moral bankruptcy and idle minds. What good could have come from this? I offer my heartfelt thanks for all the emails and phone calls I received. I genuinely appreciate the kind and touching thoughts from so many people whom I have always regarded as the good ones. Why did I not respond to them immediately, you ask? I feel the audacity and ignoramus of this offense did, at the very least, afford me some due diligent moment of reflection, observing my own death as it played out in public. For those of you who harbor any latent anger and frustration, I respectfully ask you to direct it towards the person who initially yelled fire in the crowded theater we know as the international YouTube watch community.
He clearly indicates. Okay. He clearly indicates he's definitely giving us idea that it's a Doc's report. I do see Doc's report here. So we have a super chat from Toyota Mo, by the way. If we can hit that before we go to the other page.
Okie dokie. Super chat from Toyota Mo, medium legend, $5. It's a huge inconvenience writing an email to people that care about you. I'm okay, and that's just a nasty rumor. What am I missing?
What you're missing is that he enjoyed this scene. He actually found pleasure in seeing how this is developing on YouTube. That's the sick part of Crappy Luxury. Keep going, Archie. Let's see what else he
Okay,
said.
I left YouTube 2 months ago and did a number of farewell shows on my last day to be sure everyone around the world had a chance to watch and even join in. It was done in the spirit of fun, sharing, and respect. Now, please leave me the fuck alone and let me just die in peace.
The artist formerly known as ArchieLuxury. That's a nice reference to Prince.
Interesting, very interesting. I do disagree with Doc's report. I think what he did was nasty and vicious. I clearly understand why he did it. He felt that the biggest competition has left and opened the door to him to free roam the channel. Had no more another old fuck competing with him, and now he's the ultimate old fuck, and that's the way it goes. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Fire in a crowded Doc's theater. Yes, 80 never calling. Exactly. Fire in a crowded Doc's theater. Fuck. You know what? Unbelievable. Yeah.
Archie, it's 4 a.m. here. I'm gonna.
Hey, you get some sleep. We love you.
Yeah, I hope that I've been of help to you today,
Very
tonight.
much. Very much.
You have been
very
fantastic. Thank you so much.
And Bear,
Yes,
my
sir.
man, my Bear.
Yes, sir.
Always good to see you, my friend.
I
By the
love
way,
you.
Bear, did you ever get that SKX 07 that you bought?
It didn't come in yet. Still waiting for it.
Oh, really? I want your honest review when it comes.
You got it, buddy. You got it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, gentlemen, I'm signing out. Thanks to the punters. Without the punters, we are nothing. And also,
So true.
fuck the grifter. Fuck the grifter.
Agree.
Fuck the
I
grifter.
agree wholeheartedly. Fuck the grifter.
Okay.
Have a good rest. Have a good rest.
Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht. Bye.
Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht. Yeah, Archie. It's so much happening in Archieverse these days. Unbelievable. They was
Yes,
packed
sir.
with events. You were here to provide the updates. You were here to give your opinion. You had at one point 300 viewers. It was amazing. You were doing fantastic job. We had a great guest. We had a great panelist today. Can you give us a little bit of your, at the end, as we are approaching slowly the end of the show, give us a little bit
sir.
of your impressions on everything. What are your feelings? What are your thoughts? What's going on with this fucking world of ours?
Look, I think it's fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You know, it's just fucking ridiculous. I think it's really sad. I've always felt that with a lot of these these super. I don't know what it is in this world. There's a very narcissistic element in the hobby, and I think
Right.
that is sad. I think that's really sad. You know what? It doesn't matter if you go to Nick and Sam's for a steak, or you don't have to have a Mercedes G-Wagon. You don't need to have a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, or sometimes it's just take it more realistic, be more sensible and
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
slow and steady. I've seen a lot of these people who want to make money instantly, get rich quick schemes and do this, and they always fuck. They do well, they have some success, and then they fuck a lot of things up. The reality is slow and steady wins the race, Bear. Slow and steady. And in life, there are bad things that we can't control. We can't control, like, for example, we don't have much control over our health. It's all genetics. A lot of things are genetics. Okay. If you drink booze every night and smoke a packet of cigarettes a day, well, obviously you're going to be limiting yourself there. But realistically, just slow down. Take it easy, Bear. Take it easy. That's much better idea to do. Take it easy. The reality is, Bear, I'm being honest with you here. There's many wonderful things in the world. It's not always about stuff you own. It's about the friendships and respect you have in the community. And I got to tell you, I've been a bit of a victim of materialism myself there. I wanted more and more and more stuff. You know, I actually feel so much freer when you give instead of you get. Like that LV bag I sent to my good friend, the zeal. He loves it. He loves it. He enjoys having it. That's really good for me to, you know, I really feel satisfied because I don't want to collect that anymore. I want to have a few watches and just enjoy some simpler things, Bear.
Agree.
So I think in many ways, it's better to just enjoy a simpler life can be a lot more rewarding, Bear. A simpler.
Nice summary. What about Crappy? What do you? How do you see this whole
Well,
thing?
I think Crappy may have taken it in typical Crappy style. He's gone over the top, right? There's some deep seated anger there. There is definitely some deep seated anger. Crappy, you should be so pleased that, okay, yeah, we got it wrong. Okay. That's also the reason I was very careful with this.
True. You were very careful, 100%.
And I got to be honest with you know what, Crappy, isn't it nice that so many people said nice things about you and said, "Fuck, I hope he's alive." Oh, that's so terrible.
Right. I'm thinking. I don't remember anyone saying anything bad and nasty. People were genuinely concerned. To me, it was just obviously rumor is not good, right? I
No.
blame Doc. I clearly blame Doc's report. I think this guy is just fucking. There's something wrong with that guy mental issues,
Yes.
right? Fine, I'll forget that part. Done. So it's out. The rumor is out. The
Yeah.
common reaction was that people were concerned. The people actually wanted to not to be true. Everyone
Yes.
wanted this not to be true, and there were some
Exactly.
people really affected by this.
Yeah.
So, and you were among them. You actually,
I was
I
deeply
remember.
upset. I was deeply saddened.
I know you
I
texted me. You wanted to talk about it. I said I don't feel like
Mm.
talking about it. I don't have connection with him like you had. Okay, I didn't feel like talking about it. To me, I didn't feel that it's right anyway. And I mean, I just didn't feel the same way you feel about him. But I say majority of the people had a nice things to say, and they were genuinely concerned. We have a super chat from our dear friend Pork Chop, $5 Canadian.
Pork Chop, thank you so much there, $5. Biggest expense you have is divorce. Low overhead and a good income, but can do lots.
And I
Pork
want
chop.
to, yeah, I want to say, yeah, that's very true, by the way. Fucking that's an unfortunate truth. I do want to reflect back on Toyota Mo's comment, his super chat, which was very, very profound in my way. He marks the whole comment from Crappy Luxury saying it's a huge inconvenience writing an email. So people are sending an email, right? I know that I know people that send an email. I know Patrick sent not one, numerous emails. I know you sent an email, right? So how difficult is to just say I'm okay? It's a rumor. That's it. That's all you need to do. No, you sadistically enjoy. You weirdly enjoy. You are enjoying. You are enjoying the theater, and you are having some type of fucking unusual pleasure in watching others being concerned about your well-being and hoping that it's not truth what is being said. That to me indicates how weird this guy is and how fucking self-centered he is. I wouldn't call him narcissist because that's clearly Docs is a narcissist. This guy is more of a self-centered, egocentric. Okay. So it is just fucking nasty and frankly disrespectful to this community.
100% right, Bear. I got to tell you, what would you do? I want to ask you this. You're a clever businessman. You have had such fucking adversity. You shouldn't be on this stream now with me.
Why
Okay?
not? Why?
Okay. Because
Okay.
you should never have made a success of your life. You
Oh, I see.
overcame
Yeah.
such terrible. You were in a Soviet country, so English isn't. Look, let's be honest, okay?
Yeah.
Your mother tongue is best to have as English. That's probably the best base to have, okay?
Of course.
Your
of course.
disadvantage if English isn't your mother language.
Correct.
Then you didn't come from, your parents were, your dad was quite well off, but that's by Yugoslavian standards. And by the
Correct.
time you were older, you got out, you went to London, you were fucking broke, Bear. You were at the bottom of society, okay? Let's be completely honest with you.
Yep.
No way I can put it nicely. You didn't have a, an investment apartment you could move into and just stay there in Chelsea and see how things worked out.
No.
You were thrown in the fucking deep end. You had nowhere to sleep, nowhere to stay. It was fucking tough, okay?
Very true, Archie.
And you pulled forward, you worked hard. Look, it's and nobody really liked you. Nobody, when you were in London, they think, oh, who's that bloody foreigner who's come over here to steal our jobs? You know what the English are like.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Very true, Archie. Very
There's
true.
no sympathy. There's no sympathy. And you just plowed forward, tried your best, moved forward, and in all
the people I'm most thankful in London for helping me, that was primarily my brother Egyptian Muhammad.
yes.
And then I would say obviously the Irish people in the Irish pub that gave me a job. But
You needed a start. You needed a start, right?
Yes.
And let me ask you this: in Timepiece, Gentleman, if you had this disaster, 2 million, what would you do if okay?
I had to laugh at Dirk. I had to.
Yes.
And then Bear hit the lottery and bought
And bought the
Chevette. Yeah. That's true, Dirk.
But tell me this: $2 million loss.
Was...
That Timepiece, Gentleman, is in a hole. $2 million hole. What would you do? Seriously, what advice? If it is true, okay.
Do you know what brought him to that? What brought him to that is selfishness, vanity, greed, and pride. Mortal sins. What brought him to that is inability to accept reality. What brought him to that is inability to empathize. Mm-hmm. Listen, he, at the moment, feels sorry for himself. He's not feeling sorry for his victims. He has a zero empathy. Everything always and always will be in his life about him. Ultimately, he has a problem and we need to understand his problems. Ultimately, he is a victim in his own eyes. Very selfish, very self-centered, very pathetic, very vain, very greedy, very a bad person. And you know what? What is he going to do? What he's going to do is hopefully eventually in his life, he will understand what life is all about. He will accept the reality. Until you accept reality that surrounds you, until you actually start to understand the circumstances that surround your life, you will never find the peace. And trust me, that's not achieved through wealth gain. No. You can be mediocre. You don't have to be a wealthy person to be content. And that's a fact of life, Archie. We have wealthy people who are still running wild, and they cannot find the peace, and they feel consistent greed, and they're vain, and they're selfish, and they drive in a direction that doesn't have the end. And yet we have some people who are not wealthy, but they're happy, they're content, they have a peace in their mind, in their hearts, in their lives. And that's something that everyone should strive for. Okay? We are unhappy. You know, I mean, there is a very good saying when I was listening to priest when Orthodox priest, they was saying, you know, if we start looking in our life what we don't have, we are going to be very unhappy. If we start realizing what we do have, we are going to find that we're content. And these realizations or realization of what do we actually have, and accepting your own faults and your own mistakes and being self-critical. You see, like for example, Doc's report is so eager to criticize others, yet never self-reflects, never looks at his own faults, never looks of who he is and what are his shortcomings and what are his negative sides. Super chat, Archie, from Art Vandelay.
Here we go. Super chat from Art Vandelay, $5. Two-tone tugboat. Outer time tugger has his mouth against the glory wall. Two-tone tugboat. Outer time tugger has his mouth against the glory wall. Two-tone tugboat. Outer time tugger has his mouth against the glory wall. I don't get it. By the way, someone asked the question, what did Paul Thorpe say? Just reading the chat there before, someone was saying, what has Paul Thorpe said? Have you told Paul Thorpe? Yes, I have. I have been in touch with Mr. Thorpe. I tried desperately, Bear, to get him on the show today. Right?
I think there is going to be opportunity for that. I think you should.
Now, he said to me, I'll tell you what he said to me. I'll tell you what Paul Thorpe said.
Tell me.
I said, what happened with the TPG? Big disaster. Any thoughts? He came back and said, only here the same as everyone else, mate. And he sent me an avatar, an emoji with an angel with their hands up. Next line.
What? Say again.
He sent
read
me an emoji.
No, read again.
Emote.
Read again from the beginning. I didn't understand.
I said, what happened? I said to Paul Thorpe, what happened with TPG? Big disaster. Any thoughts? I'm trying to get comments from him, right? And he said, only hearing the same as everyone else, mate.
Well, fair enough.
He said, if true, in brackets, and I think it probably is, end of brackets, a total disaster. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah. I think this is the moment that I think he's coming to a certain realization. He's coming to certain realization. I don't blame Mr. Thorpe for everything. Let me put it this way. Sometimes we perceive people differently than other people. We are not all good in reading characters, in reading personalities, in being visionary in the aspect of figuring out other people. Okay, in the beginning, there was only one Watch Nicholas who actually started this whole crusade against the fucking tugger. All right, it wasn't easy to figure out things. It wasn't easy to see the things. He had a certain popularity. He was dealing with large number of views. He was perceived as a revolutionary in the marketing of the industry of the secondary markets watch salesman. So you know what? I can't blame people for. I watched him. The first season, I thought this was a fucking best thing on a YouTube. So I can't blame others.
I loved it too. I watched it too. I thought it was amazing, Bear. It was new. It was fresh. It was new.
Yeah. Super chat from General Pavel, $5.
General Pavel, $5. New poll. Will Toonie victims get A, slow pay, B, nothing.
Let's put a poll for Pavel. He wants
Ooh,
to.
Bear, that's so cruel. I don't know whether we should. Do you reckon we should?
So yeah, we can. It's cruel, but I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know. Can we leave this, Pavel? Can we just be respectful to victims? Can we please just understand the fact that there are people who are losing money here, and these are people who put watches on consignment, and these are people who obviously need money. I think we should be respectful to that, Archie.
Actually, Bear, you know what? I've already fucking typed it up, so let's just run the fucking thing.
Okay, Archie. We have a big super chat from Pavel, $20.
Hey, I'm just running it now.
I like
Here
this.
we
I
go.
like the super chat. I like
Here we
this
go.
super chat.
I'll just tell you how I'm running it. Will TPG victims get slow pay? Nothing. Less than fucking nothing. Okay.
Next super chat is actually great. I think this is something you could propose to Mr. Thorpe. I think when we are wrong, when we do something, hey, Archie, you and I ate the shit sandwich too many fucking times.
Yes.
So
Here we
what's
go.
wrong with
Pavel, $20. Is that Pawi or Pavel?
Pavel.
One heartfelt apology vid for poor Thorpe to watch Nicholas, perhaps including a fax tear wiped away gracefully, and all is forgiven.
4 tears. You know, all kidding aside, it should be acknowledged. I don't think I know Watch Nicholas is playing gracefully here and simply is not looking for that. But I think Archie from experience of eating shit sandwich, and I know you had few, it's not a terrible thing to do. When you fuck up and when you're wrong. An apology is a very good and honest approach to your fuck up. Do you agree?
Totally agree, Bear.
I mean,
when you fuck
you see-
things up, fuck face,
see,
fuck
is-
face.
is-
Hey,
is
fuck
mi-
face.
Yeah, that's you like that. Mr. Thorpe is nothing more important than you or me, and we apologize to people when we fuck up. True or not?
Sir.
True or not?
Yes.
Bottom line.
We
Bottom
do.
line. That's
We do, Bear. We fuck things up all the time. You realize that, don't you?
absolutely.
Fuck face. We fuck it up.
Machine Gun Chris, $2 super chat from our friend Machine Gun Chris.
The Watch Lounge, $2. Sold the blue sky right before the show. What? What happened? Tell me what happened.
Oh, he had on sale the beautiful blue sky dweller oyster bracelet, and I knew he's gonna sell fast. He asked me if I know anyone in US that would be interested. I did send a message to a couple of people. Actually, the price was right.
Yeah.
Price was right, Chris. Definitely good buy for a blue dial. 20,000 actually, 20,000 US.
Okay.
Was asking price.
That's not bad pricing, actually, Bear.
No, for blue dial, that's a fair price. That's the most green at the moment is the most appreciated and most wanted because it's new. It just came out, but consistently blue was the top choice always. Yeah, pork chop. Yes. I agree. Pork chop for sure.
I've got to say, this is very disappointing what's happened in this industry, Bear. I'm scared we're going to have more and more of these sort of shows. I don't want to do that, Bear.
I don't blame you. To be honest with you, I think this was important to address, and we did. You are the most respectable channel that addressed this. You are a channel that called it exactly as is. You still reserve the possibility that it's not real, but All the things indicate that it possibly could be. And I think you did a great job, Pontiff. I give you a hard time sometimes, more because I want the most out of you. But I
Yeah.
think tonight your show was just right and on the spot.
Yeah. And we didn't end it accidentally.
No, JJ was
Sorry,
so...
we apologize for yesterday, guys. We ended the show. I'm not going to say who did it. It was a mistake.
JJ,
because I was still chatting along, and Bear goes, "Hey, we're not even on air here."
You know what was the funniest part? When we decided, we figured we're not on, and you started to thank people. To me, that was the funniest part.
Yes.
Yeah. Super chat from Art Vandelay.
Art
$5.
Vandelay, $5. Everyone owes Watch Nicholas a big thanks with the TPG fiasco. No?
Yes.
You know what? What I don't understand is, let me say this to you, Bear. What I don't understand is he had a good little business. Remember, he started making videos. Him and Marco. I always thought Marco was a bit up himself.
Boring. Fuck, he's boring, Archie.
He loves his own voice. He loves the sound of his own voice. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
And
boring, man.
I mean, the thing is, he could at least control. In hindsight, Marco could control Anthony. He could control him, control the excesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had the best business when they were running from that hotel, that upmarket hotel.
Did you give him a nickname, Low Energy Marco?
No, I wish I did. I wish I did.
Somebody, I see that from Loose Goose. Somebody gave that name. Low Energy Marco perfectly describes Marco. That's for sure. That's for sure. And we're talking about Marco from Grand Caliber. Not our Marco from Luxury Bazaar. Marco from Grand Caliber.
Grand
just
Caliber.
So we clip it.
What I find so sad is, couldn't we have helped, Bear? Couldn't he have just stayed? Couldn't he have just stayed? Remember, he was in that upmarket hotel, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Dallas, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just stayed there, stay reasonable. He started going crazy. Remember, he had the Audi R8. That wasn't good enough. They wanted Lamborghinis. They were going to Nick and Sam's, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he thought he would go to Hollywood, Los Angeles, and cream it in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he had that $100,000 a month rental apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, he also had another wasn't he robbed as well?
Yeah, there was apparently there was a robbery at one point, right? Armed robbery too. I mean, it was, who knows if that's even true. There was always some kind of bullshit going on. There was always some kind of scam. There was always some kind of drama. There was never fucking normal time. Now, mind you, that is interesting and it's good for watching. So he's not running a business. He's running a fucking circus. He's running a
when I say Marco, we're talking about Marco from Grand Caliber.
That's right.
It's Anthony Farah's ex-partner.
That's right. That's right. Not Marco Ferrante. Marco Ferrante.
No, Marco Ferrante is our friend. We like Marco Ferrante.
Newest star of a luxury bazaar. Newest star of Roman Sharf. Roman Sharf. Yes.
Yeah. That's a tough business, by the way. Don't think Marco can coast.
No,
there's no coasting.
Man. Actually, he fucking hustles.
Yes.
The guy hustles. If you watch the last video, he goes to this event where they're selling. It's not really. It's like a kind of rich people gathering place. You know, they're showing the art. They're showing. So they came to show the watches as well. So it's more for marketing purposes than they're really gonna sell. So it's him, Roman, and the young guy that we all like. I fucking forgot the name now. And you can see Marco fucking hustling, man, trying to sell the watches, pushing, you know, talking to people, engaging them, explaining, giving the options, throwing knowledge at them. You know what? Quite impressive. Fuck, I like the guy. Okay, I respect him. I don't even have to like him. I respect him. Yeah, hustler. Exactly. Here is from Chris, from former salesperson from Luxury Bazaar, and now in a watch lounge. He has a super chat, and he's telling you exactly what I've been saying.
Yes, the Watch Lounge. Here we go. The Watch Lounge, $2. Marco Ferrente is definitely not coasting. He's 100% man. There is no coasting. I think I got to be honest with you. You've got to respect him. That's a tough job. You have to perform, or else you're out. They don't fuck around with you, Bear.
The only thing I have to say, please, if he's ever put in a position that he has to make a living playing tennis or dancing, he's in trouble.
The thing is, I think Timepiece Gentleman, when he started his videos, they even had that catchy song. Remember that catchy song? That catchy song he had there? That was, they had catchy music. I loved his videos. Even when he hated me, I kind of liked it, okay? Remember he hated me?
Yeah, well, there was some... Listen, Archie, this is example of where, when we realize we're wrong, we're fucking wrong. We eat shit sandwich, we apologize, go on. I will never forget when Marco came on that horrible day when we had the show right after the burglary, and he was there for you, man. That takes a real man. That takes a person with a good heart. Bottom line, sooner or later, people show their true colors, okay? And when they show their true colors, you accept them for who they genuinely are. Okay, there's ups and downs, there's misunderstandings, there's fucking things we say we're not always proud of. There's so much shit that can happen. But bottom line is, when people come and show their genuine true colors, you take them for what they fucking are, and you fucking cherish and appreciate them. Okay, that's the way it works.
I totally agree with you, Bear. It's I've got to tell you this, Bear. The saddest thing is, Bear. The saddest thing is the fact that I wish Timepiece Gentleman could go back when he was at the Crescent Hotel, it was called. I wish he could go back there. He seemed happy. You know what I mean, or not?
Yeah, you know what? I don't really give a fuck about.
It wasn't big enough for him. He said it wasn't big enough. I mean,
I
remember...
explained. I'm not going to repeat myself. I explained that, and you know what? I have zero fucking empathy for him. I don't care. He's not the victim here whatsoever.
He's not the victim. He's the fucking culprit.
Exactly. And I think it's a time of the show we need to acknowledge some great support tonight. We had a great support. On the panel. We had a great support in a chat. We had a great super chats. We had a lot of upvotes. We had the viewers that reached up to 300 at one point. And we are giving you fair and honest opinion on this.
We will be linking to watch Nicholas tonight, Bear.
Yes, to the Freedom Stream. Archie, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just going to end the poll. The poll is going: will TPG victims get slow pay 7%, nothing 29%, and less than fucking nothing 64%? The sad reality. I wish I was wrong there. Okay, let's go through the contributors for tonight. AD never calling. Art Vandelay. Bondage and discipline. Great to see you, Bondage. We love you. Mr. Valju. Dis Horez Dis. AD never calling. Art Vandelay. Mr. Valju. Mick. Dis Horez Dis. NATO. Hello, humanity. Oops, the wrong one. Caruso IT. Marty. Pavel. Ross Rachel Brady. Toyota Mo Medium Legend. Toyota Mo Flip Mode 45. CB Peter Smith. Mr. Valju. Leadzilla. Peter Smith. John Swatch. CB Zeppy. Art Vandelay. Wolven Official. That's right, Woven Official. Thank you for the t-shirts. I'm wearing your doesn't matter. I'm wearing the
He's
t-shirt.
such a cool guy, Josh, eh?
He's so cool. Mr. Valju, Patel Philippe, Mr. Valju, Bud the Stud, Patel Philippe, Mr. Valju, Chocolate Mookie. He works for Watch Nicholas. Patel Philippe, Mr. Valju, Patel Philippe, Mr. Valju, Real World Curly, Bud the Stud, Patel Philippe, Toyota Mo, Patel Philippe, Mr. Valju, Neo, hello, humanity. CD,
No, that's right.
Patel Philippe, Pine Baron. Pine Baron came back.
Yeah, it was nice to see Pine Baron, eh?
Patel Philippe, Mr. Valju, Patel Philippe, Pavel. Is that Powie or Pavel?
Maybe it's a
Mr.
Pavel. I'm not sure. I'm confused.
Mr. Valju, P Cars 1970, Toyota Mo, Box and Docks, Pork Chop, Toyota Mo, Pork Chop, Art Vanderlei, Pavel, The Watch Lounge, Art Vanderlei, The Watch Lounge, Woven Official.
This just
Good
came
night,
in, Archie.
all! Just came in, Woven Official. And we would love...
Thank you, Josh.
Woven.
We really appreciate you being on the panel. We appreciate your super chats. And we appreciate that arrangement you're going to make with Archie, whatever you guys come up with. I'm sure it's going to be beneficial for our viewers. And that's ultimately what we care the most about. Super chat from Tiktology, $10, Archie.
Tiktology, $10. Freedom Alliance Fund. Great show, gents.
Thank
Guys,
you,
in wrapping up
Thank you.
the TPG thing, I really hope it's not true. I really hope it's not true. Unfortunately, I think it is. And I got to be honest with you. Don't let ego get out of hand, guys. It can happen to all of us. We all can get egotistical, Bear. But please, just let this be a lesson. Okay, guys.
On
we
your
will
way
chat
out,
later.
Archie, can you just sing for Jake the RP fun on the Autobahn, and we say goodnight.
Fun on the Autobahn. Fun on the Autobahn. See you tomorrow, guys. I'll be doing the morning stream in 9 hours' time. See you later.